FYF Sports. Y'all know what time it is, man. We back. Had a week off, man. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all holidays, man. Hope y'all had a great weekend. I was going on vacation the last week, and a lot happened. A lot has happened. Slim Griff, Taj Mason, D'Lo James. Got a couple people in here. We're gonna wait for this chat room to fill up before we really get to chopping it up on all these topics. I'll last them. Thank you, man. Yeah, I had to take a week off, man. I had a vacation plan. So I would have liked to go live, but just really wasn't nowhere I could really create a studio to go live where I was at. But yeah, I want to know y'all thoughts. We're gonna start off. We got a lot of topics to touch on tonight. We got a lot of we're gonna touch on. Obviously, we got to touch on the Nate Robinson issue, and then my point of view on that topic. We got the Tyson fight. I felt Tyson was robbed. Tyson, I felt he clearly won that fight. I don't know what the hell Roy Jones Jr. was doing all night, throwing them dodging jabs, running away from Tyson and holding them the whole night. No way he deserved to draw. We got some NBA talk. We watching these NBA teams fill up their rosters, some signings, predictions on the season. This week I'm gonna have my predictions coming out for the season. Top teams in each division. We got a lot to touch on, man. I want to touch on the Denver Broncos situation too. What do y'all think about the Denver Broncos? All three of their quarterbacks. I don't even know how that game's going right now. I got to check up on that game. All three of your quarterbacks get quarantined for COVID. You go into a game today with no quarterback on your roster. What is going on with that? All right, as soon as we get to 100 people, we going to hold on, baby. Oh, the Saints, the Saints, they better have won that game. I picked the Saints defense in all of my FanDuel lineups. I said, man, if you can't stop a team with no quarterback, then you don't need to be in the NFL. Come on. The Broncos had no quarterback on the field at all. Yeah, your Giants. Yeah, well, that ain't much. That ain't saying much, Taj Mason. But yeah, no, I expected New Orleans to win big. I picked their defense in all of my FanDuel lineups. All right. Okay, we had 100 people now. Hey, salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody. Salute to everybody in the Facebook group that's watching. Salute True to King. So we got to salute. We got a lot of viewers from our Facebook group. We got a lot of viewers from the blog page and the website. Salute to everybody that's watching from other sites, other platforms. But yeah, we got to chop it up today, man. Hold on, let me just go ahead and drop the link, man, because I'm gonna drop the link here in a second. So here's my take on the Nate Robinson thing. I don't know why, but out of all the sports, y'all, you're talking about basketball, you're talking football, baseball, basketball players. I mean, when you look at across the board in all sports, basketball players are the only athletes that feel that they can bounce around from sport to sport and still be just as dominant. You got all these people running around talking about these tough guys in the NBA, tough guys in the 90s get beat up doing this, that, and other. And these be the first dudes to get knocked out when they get into a real fight. And I think Nate Robinson fell into that trap. Nate Robinson thought, oh, he's a slam dunk champion in the NBA. All right, he's built like a tank in the NBA. Oh, he can switch sport. He can switch to any sport. He can switch to any sport, disrespect the sport, jump right into it, think he can knock anybody out, and he gets flatlined immediately. You don't see a few football players that make that transition, but you rarely see MMA fighters transition into boxing, and that's a fighting sport. You rarely see fighters in MMA transition over to boxing because of how difficult and tactical boxing boxing is for the boxing more than basketball players do. We saw how Conor McGregor was looking when he got in the ring against Floyd. Floyd was just literally playing with him. Imagine if you would have put Conor McGregor in there with a young fighter who was looking to come up. Imagine if you put him in there with somebody who really could have put the beat down on him. I feel like Floyd took it easy on him, if anything. Hey, Alive Inside. Hey, no, I didn't care that he was white. I didn't care that he was white. I think it was the fact that they just didn't think nobody knew. I don't think too many people even knew who Jake Paul was. I think that's what it really was. Everybody knew who Nate Robinson was. So you got all the NBA watching, you got all the NBA and his fan base watching. All right. And then they just got surprised. And Nate Robinson did a lot of talking before the fight. He did a lot of talking. I thought he was going to come in and really look like he had been practicing. He came straight out the gate, and he literally forgot everything that his trainer must have taught him. He literally had to have forgotten everything that his trainer must have taught him. He came in throwing wide punches, going over the head like it's open all up, didn't have no type of guard up. And how you get knocked down twice and then you get knocked out? I thought he was going to quit before he got knocked out. No. He didn't fake knock out. If you look at that last blow, that was right on the chin. That dropped him. Again, the knockout the knockout punch is not about the power. It's about how you place that punch. Hey, man, salute to everybody in the chat. Hey, yeah, stay in your lane, Christian Butler. That man did not stay in his lane. I don't know what he was thinking. It's always the basketball players that think they're the ones that can switch around, switch up sports, disrespect boxing, hop in the ring, and just get knocked out. Hey, Kobe James, I was going to say the same thing. KSI little brother put up a better fight. But that's probably because he took it a little bit more seriously. If you saw KSI and them training, they was actually training with top-notch trainers. So he was able to go in there and at least put up a fight, hold up a guard so he doesn't get dropped like that. Nate Robinson looked like he had his uncle come train him or something. There's no way Nate Robinson trained with a real fighter, real trainer. No way he did. Because he just literally forgot everything that he learned as soon as he stepped onto the court. Nate did it. Nate, I don't know. But Nate, he's now forever become a meme. I want to see. I'm curious to see what his first public statement is going to be on this. Raul Thomas. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. That's what happens when you hire Randy from across the street who be throwing shadow jabs. You better go get you a real trainer, man. If you're gonna get into if you enter the ring and it says any WBO, anything like that, anything professional tag attached to it, you better make sure that your trainer is professional and knows what he's doing. Because that guy, I guarantee you, the guy on the other side of the ring is going to know what he's doing. Basketball and boxing are two different sports. Boxing is extremely tactical, and it's hard for fighters. It's hard for kickboxers. It's hard for black belts. It's hard for MMA fighters to transition into boxing. What the hell? What does a basketball player think he can do? What is he going to do with the sport of boxing? It's not that easy, y'all. Y'all keep disrespecting these sports. This is why I hate when people say, "Oh, LeBron James can go to the NFL." And he can do no. You know what? LeBron James can't go to the NFL and do nothing in the NFL. He's not an NFL player. NFL players do what NFL players do. Because I guarantee you, it's a lot of guys in the NFL with. There's a lot of guys in the NFL with 40, 42, 45-inch verticals, but we ain't saying nothing about them guys coming to the NBA doing anything. It's a skill. You can have all the physical gifts in the world. Nate Robinson, all them physical gifts that he got him knocked out in the second round. Don't mean a thing. And yeah, and I don't want. And then I know somebody earlier came in here and said something about the black and white thing. No, this has nothing to do with black and white. The man got knocked out. Tickets say Jake will sleep LeBron. I don't. Well, that again, I guarantee you one thing. I guarantee you LeBron ain't gonna be dumb enough to think he can jump into a boxing ring and fight somebody who's been training professionally. That's one thing that's gonna happen. I mean, that's what if Ticket said that. That's probably one of the smartest things that he said. Of course, I'm gonna take the actual boxer over the guy that doesn't box. So you have to do that. I don't know. I've never seen LeBron James put his hands up in a fighting stance. He might put his hands up in a fighting stance and look like how Go Mike was looking at his video when Go Mike said he knew. He said Go Mike said he had the solution for Nate Robinson. Y'all go check out Go Mike's video, man. He put up about a 3-minute video giving an instructional guide to Nate Robinson, man. Check out Go Mike's page, man. That thing had me dying. I'm gonna do a reaction video to it too, if y'all haven't seen it. Go Mike is a legend for that. He said that man should have. He said he should have jabbed. Go Mike's jab was, oh man, classic. Oh, let me just drop this link, man. We got way too many people in the chat room. And again, salute to everybody watching, man. I see all y'all from the Facebook group. We got 600 people in the Facebook group. All right, we got 400 people on YouTube. We got about 100 on the website. So, man, appreciate everybody. We almost at 1,100 total viewers. Appreciate everybody for jumping in today. Again, I had a great vacation, man. Probably gonna do a reaction. Probably gonna put up a video about what's my vacation pictures, man. But we're gonna drop the link, man, because we got a lot to touch on. We got a lot to catch up with. We're gonna start off with this boxing thing, knowing what is up with NBA players and their egos, thinking that they can be tough guys, thinking they can fight everybody, and in most occasions, the guys that do the most talking are the ones that drop the fastest. And link is in the chat, y'all. Link is in the chat. Harley Ortega, Ron Artest got hands. Yeah, anybody can have hands when you running up on unsuspecting fans and you punching unsuspecting fans that don't know how to fight themselves. So I don't want to hear that Ron Artest can fight. Now put Ron Artest if you put Ron Artest in a boxing ring with another guy, if that fight says WBO anything on it, I guarantee you Ron Artest gets knocked out. I don't want to hear nobody keep saying these Charles Oakley got hands. No, all he did was slap Scottie Pippen, another guy that can't box. That's not being able to fight. That's just slapping somebody you know ain't gonna hit back. That's not knowing how to box. I don't want to hear nothing about them guys in the 80s who used to hold one player down while the other player was punching them. No, that's jumping somebody. Usually guys who jump people don't know how to fight at all. And half the time when you jump somebody, the guy don't really get beat up anyway because y'all don't know how to do it right. Meta will kill Jake Paul. That's not true. I told y'all. That's what y'all was saying about Nate Robinson too. And Nate Robinson got flatlined faster than any boxer you've seen in history. Y'all keep getting fooled, thinking boxing sweet. See, this is what y'all mean. Y'all keep disrespecting boxing, and then y'all, all y'all favorite stars is gonna get flatlined, looking crazy on TV. Nate Robinson's whole career might be in shambles right now because y'all gassed him up. Hold on, let me let this guy in. He got a boxing picture on his thing, so I know he know what he talking about.
Yo, Nate Robinson got destroyed, man.
Man, hold on. So you must be into boxing because I see you got. You got the boxing profile on your thing. What did you think about that fight, man? What did you got on that whole fight?
You know, he had 3 months of training. This is why people need to know you cannot play boxing. Like you can't just go in 3 months and think you could beat somebody who's been training for 3 years and who had one amateur fight and one pro fight. Like you can't do that. It's not that easy. He looked terrible, horrendous. Like no skill, no nothing. Like the footwork was awful. Everything. He was just running into punches. It was terrible.
That's exactly what he walked into all three of the punches that knocked him down. He walked into all of them. You'd have thought he'd have learned after the first knockdown. Let me hold up and reevaluate my whole strategy. The man walked into all three knockout punches.
Yo, he literally was sleeping, man. The guy was. You saw the memes, bro. The memes was crazy, man. They put his body like on the bed, bro. Yo.
Bedtime. Hey, you put him to bed. That's what happens, man. You play around. I told you this is called disrespecting. I don't expect a boxer. I don't expect boxers to start training 3 months to say I'm going to go to the NBA. I don't expect them to say that they could do that. Why the hell do we think boxers, basketball players can train for 3 months and be professional boxers and not get knocked out as soon as they touch down on the ring? Hey, Anti-Social, what you got on this, man?
Boy, it wasn't no fucking fight, dog. That was an ass whooping, dog.
I don't even know if that was it, man.
Oh, I'm talking about. I ain't never. And the thing is, when I was younger, bro, my mama put me in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know, like I was telling them on Ticket channel last night, dog. He didn't even like step that nigga down. Like his boxing stance, like dude, like you know when you walk somebody down, like me when I fight, I'm a counterpuncher. I like to let you try to swing, and then I hit you with something you don't even see coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a counterpuncher when I fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that nigga, like, you could tell, like, that nigga, whoever trained that nigga, he need to go whoop his ass.
Yeah, facts.
Reyes boxing training.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know who trained that nigga, but whoever trained him, they need their ass whooped, son.
You know the funny thing is,
I
thought in boxing, the first round is usually the most boring round because the guys is trying to fill each other out.
They filling each other
like,
out.
Nate didn't try to fill him out. He didn't try to locate his jab. None of that.
Running in the punches, bro.
Ran into him, and then looked at the ref holding the back of his head like that first knockdown was illegal. Ref was like, "Get your ass up. That wasn't illegal."
I ain't talking about. You talking about that boy didn't use a jab or nothing, dog. Like he couldn't even throw a straight punch, bro. Look, a straight jab.
Baby Go says Lance Stevenson called out Jake Paul. Lance Stevenson,
man, I don't want to see no more
China,
NBA
man.
Players, bro.
Stay in China, man.
Hold on. No more NBA players, dog.
Hold on. We got CA3 Sports Talk, man. What you got on this?
Man, I was in tears all last night, bro. That shit was hilarious, bro. And Twitter made it worse, bro.
Boy, hey, they fucked Nate up. They was fucking Nate up.
Yeah, but what I thought about it is, man, like you can't be. Boxing is not like fighting in the hood, bro. Street fighting and boxing is totally different. It's totally different skills, bro. Like people thought just because Nate Robinson from the hood, he gonna knock out Nate, he gonna knock out Jake and stuff like. Nah, bro, it's not that easy just to go in a boxing ring and start fighting with me. I mean, it's a totally different skills. So, you know, it takes stamina, you know, and you know, you're not going, you can't kick people and stuff. I mean, it's just you straight use your hands, bro. So yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, Jake has already had like a few fights. I mean, not against real competition, but still having more fights under your belt is you know, it's a huge advantage going against a dude that's been in the NBA and that's a retired athlete going into his first fight. So I mean, I don't know why people really thought Nate was gonna win because I mean it was kind of really bound to happen when you're in your first fight. You're an amateur, bro. Like
man, who the hell picked Nate to win this fight?
A lot of people did, bro.
A lot of people had.
They don't know shit about boxing if they did that, boy. I said Jake Paul was gonna fuck that boy up.
I mean, and Jake Paul is way bigger too. So I mean,
yeah,
I really don't know what they thought.
Jake Paul gonna fuck that boy up, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what happens. It says, hold on. He said Nate wasn't doing no street fights. Yeah, that way. Well, Steven Scott said it best right here. Boxers are real fighters, just like MMA fighters. And this is, I told you, NBA players do the most disrespect in other sports. They feel like they can transition to any other sport and be just as dominant for whatever reason. And it just don't work out that way. Jordan was a flop in baseball. You seen that man couldn't hit nothing. Sitting here striking out all damn day. Keep thinking it's sweet. And he was playing semi-pro. He wasn't even in the pros yet. Hold on, man. We got Lou the writer, man. Lou, what you got on this?
What up, y'all? people really don't understand the type of training boxers do to get ready for a fight. Having to get up like 4:35 in the morning just to go jog, jump 15 second what is it, like half an hour jump rope time. When you throw punches, you got to put your whole body into it. You just can't just drink, go all wild and swing your arms all over the place. It don't work like that. But trained boxers know how to defend themselves when somebody's trying to punch at them. Like a jab is like real fast like that too. Like you think those look slow on TV, but when you in that ring fighting somebody, that jab is going fast. So,
well, especially when you walking into them. When you walking into them, you make it worse.
Hey, y'all remember that HBO movie about Mike Tyson and Michael Jai Wright playing him, and they was doing that pretend fight in the ring. The dude went down on one knee, started looking at him. When Nate Robinson went down the first time, I started thinking about that. Like, I thought, oh damn, this dude, he's about to get knocked out. Cause it didn't seem like Jake Paul hit him that hard, and when he did knock him out, he just fell to the ground.
Shit.
Nah, he hit him right on the chin.
That nigga hit him hard. That
man Jake Paul's right hand was man Jake Paul's right hand was something serious though, bro.
That nigga hit him hard.
He hit
like,
him, bro.
Like he was sitting there like he didn't know where he was at. He just look at the gloves, looking at his mouth like, what did this happen? I couldn't stop laughing.
Man, when you get hit in the back of the head like that, bro, it just like you don't have to get hit hard, bro. Like it just takes off like everything out of you, bro. It takes all the wind out.
Hold up. When you get hit in the back of the head, it will throw off your equilibrium. I give you that. It will throw off your equilibrium, yes. But at the same time, bro, if that was the case, you should have told them to stop the fight, bro. This is an exhibition.
Yeah, I'm surprised right there. You
could have really got hurt, bro.
For real.
Like if your equilibrium is off that bad to the point that you can't fight no more, dog, in an exhibition fight, stop the fight. You got nothing to lose, dog. Should have stopped the fight if you felt like that.
That just tells you right there he didn't have no type of strategy or training going into the fight that he took seriously, because again, a trainer's not gonna just tell you to just dive in like that with your hands down.
Thanks. Hey, Lamont, I was looking at after he got knocked out, dog, that first time I was like, all right, bro. When he got knocked out again and he went under that rope, that bottom rope, nigga, you know, Apollo Creed and Drago started playing in my head. Nigga, throw in the damn time. throw in the time.
Hey, Lamont, I think this was going from Nate Robinson's head. He thought, I'm a brother. I can beat him with no problem.
Nah, I think once he saw how Nate was fighting, I thought he was like, dang, this is about to be real easy. So, man,
all these
Jake
is
Paul,
crazy, man.
Jake Paul is how bigger than that dude? Jake Paul was following him.
He's like 4 or 5 inches bigger than him, bro.
That was a featherweight versus a middleweight last night, bro. You don't supposed to do that.
But you got to think you would have had to tell Nate, like, look, your strategy got to be crazy because your reach ain't nothing like his. Like, you got to have more strategy just to get inside to fight him. That man, like, whoever his trainer was, needs to.
You should have ran.
He thought he was Mike Tyson or something, bro.
You were supposed to jab and move, dog. Jab, move. Tap, move. Tap, move.
Like y'all remember,
set that nigga up.
Yeah, like y'all remember seeing Mike Tyson fight bigger guys, but he always had a way to beat them every time.
Hey, Tyson just had power and speed, bro. Tyson was a mother boy. Hey, that's the biggest dude I ever seen with hands like that, bro. Like niggas don't understand something about Tyson. I studied Tyson to a T. Like when people talk about Muhammad Ali and Tyson, they always talk about Muhammad Ali's speed, bro. I'm like, dude, Tyson was not slow. Have you seen Tyson shadow box, bro? It's crazy.
Hey, he wasn't slow last night for a man his age.
Nah, we gonna get to Tyson. Yeah, we gonna get to that
fight.
Tyson
Boring
fight.
as hell, bro.
We gonna get to that Tyson fight here in a minute.
Roy Jones is the pussy.
Hey, I ain't got nothing but nigga. I enjoyed the Jake Paul.
But you know what?
Shit,
You know what it tells me right there, though. It tells me that the boxing right now is in trouble because if the most exciting match boxing bouts that you can get is Jake Paul, Nate Robinson, and Tyson and Roy Jones, and they both in their 50s. Like, what are the heavyweights in the light heavyweight? What the hell is they doing?
I'll be pissed off.
But I'm just
like
Fury's running around, dodging and ducking people. Deontay Wilder. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him.
I mean, the problem with boxing right now is that people just keep dodging and ducking. The best are not fighting the best. That's the problem with boxing. Right now.
But the thing is, the problem is that there's only really 3 names at the top of the heavyweight division that you want to see.
Deontay Wilder.
And they all trying to duck each other. They all you know. So and then in the other divisions, they doing the same thing. Like we haven't seen. We haven't seen the best of the best fight each other, even in the other divisions. So I mean, I don't know. Boxing, they need to get their act together, man. Because if you can have all these randoms come in and be bigger draws, pay-per-view draws than y'all, that's sad.
Boxing is almost starting to become a joke now.
I mean, niggas, people would rather go fight in the MMA when you know for a fact the most money is in boxing, bro. Them MMA niggas, they getting fucked. On the regular, you heard me? Like them niggas ain't really getting paid no money, dog. The money is in boxing.
They're not getting paid more, but they can fight more. They have the opportunity for more fights too. Hold on, we got H Money. I know H Money want to talk about this Nate Robinson getting dropped. H Money about to go ham on Nate Robinson, man. What's good, man?
Oh shit. Yo, what's up with a Lamont? What's good?
Oh Lord.
What you got on that Nate Robinson getting dropped like that, man? Did you see it coming?
Yeah, man, I seen it coming because we gotta understand that Jake Paul had experience already. He already knocked somebody out, so he had the experience advantage. Nate Robinson, he was what you call a very emotional type of character in the NBA. He will always get in somebody's face, talk trash. Even in the Big 3 tournament, he got into it with Rashad McCants. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so he felt like, he always had a chip on his shoulder. I don't know if it was the little guy complex or what it was, but there was something about Nate where he felt like he had to prove himself. So he wanted to get in the ring. He wanted to box. And he underestimated Jake Paul. Jake Paul, bro, 6'1", 23 years old, way bigger than Nate Robinson, bro. Nate was actually doing good in the beginning in that first round. I don't know if y'all agree with me, but in the beginning of the first round, Nate was doing some good work on the inside, and Jake Paul, bro, got a lot of power, and we see that Nate Robinson can't take a punch. We see that Nate Robinson has no chin. He got a glass chin, and he got knocked the fuck out.
Throw the damn.
I enjoyed it though, bro. He dropped him 3 times, and the last time he dropped him, it was good night, Irene, and that's a message. For all of these NBA players that's acting like fake tough guys, there's a lot of fake tough guys in the NBA, like Jared Dudley. I want to see more of these guys inside in the ring, bro. I want to see Kendrick Perkins in a fucking fight.
I don't want to see no more. I don't want to see no more.
H Money, hold on, H Money, you right, because again,
I don't want to see no
these
more
are the same guys we
bro.
talk about. They the tough guys. They'll do this. You can't mess with them. That, and you put them in the ring in a real fight situation, and they end up looking like Nate Robinson. That's for all of them.
Hey, but James Johnson can win the fight though.
He's MMA though. He's not boxing.
But I'm saying he the only person NBA I think they got a chance besides anybody else regular though.
But like some of the older fighters, like I would like to see
he fought professional too though.
I would like to see Zach Randolph in a fight. DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah.
All them big man, bro. All them niggas gonna be slow. I won't see that shit.
Hey, Zach got power, bro. Them niggas athletic too, so they ain't gonna be slow like that.
After I seen Shaq big ass in the ring, bro, I don't want to see that bullshit, bro.
That was tapping though. Shaq was tapping. He fought against with De La Hoya. He was bullshitting, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you like this though. Check me out. Zach Randolph gonna be knocking people out, bro. You know what I mean? For real. Zach got power. I want to see Marcus Morris, the Morris crew, Marquise Morris, Marcus Morris. I want to see. They talking about Ron Artest.
Do any of these niggas got boxing background?
Inside.
I remember Kobe
got boxing background.
But Kobe used to take boxing lessons. A lot of these guys take boxing lessons.
Man, if you ain't training for boxing, dog, I don't want to see this shit no more, dog. This shit was horrible.
Melo
was
trained for
wild.
boxing,
It
but
was
I think he get in the ring, get his
Hold
ass
on, but
knocked out.
hey, H Money, what'd you think about? I want you because I know you more into the boxing side. What do you think about how is fights like this? These were just more for entertainment. I don't really consider these two fights real boxing matches.
It's for charity.
Like why are they such a bigger draw than some of the big names? Like what's going on with the big names where they can't put together the best fights so that we can actually see the best of the best fight against each other?
You're right, Lamont. That's a great point right there, man. These guys, these entertainers, YouTubers like Jake Paul, they bring entertainment to the sport of boxing. Mike Tyson was the headliner. Man, I did a video last night on it. I did a live stream, bro. I got 300,000 over 300,000 views on that live fight check. So that shit was lit. It was popping, bro. It's about entertainment. That's what it is, man. Jake Paul is one of the biggest stars in the world. Point blank, period. I think that fight right there gonna make Jake Paul even bigger. Now he's getting bigger, bro. And man, yeah, boxing is a lot of ducking going on in the sport, Lamont. A lot of guys out here ducking. They don't want to make the big fights. We want to see Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford. We want to see Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. We got robbed from a lot of fights. Even Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez. We want to see these fights happen next. The boxing ain't giving us the fights that we want. But these entertainers, they giving us excitement. You know what I mean? So I think that's what it is.
And I like the fact that, I mean, even though Nate got dropped, like Nate, he understood the entertainment value and he didn't care about the weight class. He didn't care about the size difference. He said, I'm going to get in there and make it happen. That's what everybody was wanting. I mean, at the end of the day, I think boxers got to be able to, they got to step in and try to take more control of their destiny. Be like, look, I'm taking this fight. Y'all got it. They got too many promoters around them and all of this other stuff going on, controlling what they do. I think the fighters themselves got to just be able to step in and be like, nah, this is the next fight. I'm taking this fight. Because it's starting to get boring now, seeing these bums, just bum after bum, fighters I ain't never seen. I mean,
hey, do you think the problem is that there's too many belts in boxing? So like UFC is only one belt, and then boxing is like 3-4 different belts.
You got like
it's more than that. You got it's like 67 belts in one weight class, ain't it?
Yeah, and they created, and sometimes they be creating belts so dudes can duck each other, bro. Shit.
Like they did that franchise belt, like they gave Lomachenko that franchise belt.
Yes.
Yes. You know what I mean? Hey, my boy with the dreads with the green shirt. What was you saying? I think he had something to say.
Oh yeah, SB.
Which one? What's about the James Johnson or about the different fights?
But pick up. You can talk about both. I just want to hear what you had to say.
Oh no, I pretty much said like a lot of NBA players don't really got a chance. The only person we know that's certified with training and fighting is James Johnson. And he fought professionally. He like 20-0, I believe. But like he said, it's kickboxing compared to boxing. So if it's like a kickboxing fight, James Johnson probably you whoop Jake Paul. Maybe if it's boxing, he might lose. And then I think like the problem with boxing is everybody trying to be like the greatest boxer of all time, in my opinion. Floyd Mayweather, they want to try to control everything. And then when everybody get control of everything, what you gonna do if you got control? You're gonna try to make yourself look like the best. So let me give myself a belt. I'm gonna make a belt. So let everybody ducking. Even though people not getting paid a lot in UFC, but we always get the fights we want. You can't duck fights in UFC.
Nah, because you know why? Because Dana White is the one putting all the fights together.
Right. So that's what I said. But everybody else trying to be like Floyd and try to be their own boss, make decisions like that people will duck.
Hey, I ain't gonna. I don't mind you getting your own money when you try to take the middleman out. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, bro, like if you ask me, boxing always been a sport where, bro, it's just too much politics.
Yep.
It's too much politics in boxing, bro. And it's gonna always be like that.
But you got to think like 20 years, 20, 30 promoters. But 20, 30 years ago, it was still a lot of promoters with Don King and them, but they made sure you saw the best fights.
Don King was shiesty as fuck.
But now it's more though.
But they still made sure we saw the best fights.
But now it's more though. It's more like boxing has always been like you just need a promoter and you just need a fighter and just a promoter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't no leagues or nothing. So it's like anybody can get in the business, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean, make a fight happen. You know what I mean?
What up, fellas?
What's good, Bees?
What up?
What's up, Bees?
Hey,
what up?
Most people, it's kind of weird because I hear people say all the time, dude ducking this dude ducking that dude. Hey, Earl Spence ain't ducking Terrence Crawford.
It's
Terrence Crawford isn't. He doesn't understand what he is. He thinks
Terrence
he's
Crawford ain't ducking Earl Spence either. Both of them ain't ducking each other. They talked about making that fight with each other.
Hold up, bro. Let me make my point. Terrence Crawford got his own promoter out here telling you he losing money with this dude. And then Terrence Crawford think he can go fight Earl Spence and get a 50-50 split. That nigga don't want to fight, because if you want to fight, you'll take the 70-30 offer. If you
Hold up, but here's the thing though, Bees. But here's the thing though, Bees.
Division world champion. Fuck you mean pound for pound king, bro.
Yeah,
fuck wrong with you,
bro. That nigga ain't shit, nigga.
Nigga,
you can't do that. You can't do that. I know you saying, but you can't do that, Bees.
But Bees, I think it can go both ways.
Stop being a fan. Stop being a fan.
It's not being a fan. You gotta be fair. Oh, you trying to tell me if you ain't power? You trying to tell me if you was undisputed in a weight class, which not a lot of people in boxing have never done. A lot of people ain't done that.
Tell me the best fighter this nigga beat.
That's the best fighter.
Hey, dog. This nigga got a list of tomato can victories.
I understand that, but I guarantee you this: if Earl Spence fought with Terrence Crawford, that's gonna be his biggest fight today, also.
No.
So it go both ways. You can't sit there and say,
stop being a fanboy for Earl Spence. Kell Brook was Earl Spence's best win. Hold up, bro. Hold up. We just heard you talk. Kell Brook was Earl Spence's best win. Terrence Crawford just knocked him out faster than Earl Spence.
What the fuck that mean?
He beat him better, bro. He did a better job. They both got the same win. They both got the same best win. That's what that means, damn fool.
Look, I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Hey, somebody turn y'all TV down in the background, bro.
I ain't saying that Earl Spence is more skilled than Terrence Crawford. That ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Earl Spence is the A side. If Terrence Crawford
you ain't trying to fight, you talking that A side, B side, A, B, C, D. Look, you don't want to fight, bro. Next thing you gonna start talking about sides of the street. You just don't want to fight, bro.
But see,
look, bro. Ain't none of them. Hey, you see Nate Robinson get his motherfucking brains spilled last night, nigga? Ain't none of them niggas going in there for free. That could be their last night, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me say
what get their money, or they ain't gonna go in there and take that fight.
But Bees, I think it can go both ways, Bees. Because I think if you make so ridiculous of an offer, like a 70-30 split, that could be your way of also ducking, because you know the other side's not going to agree to that.
Lamont.
Right? So I think it can go both ways when you say that.
Lamont, let me ask you a question. Me and you about to fight. You the best, and I'm the best on my side. But my promoter is telling you he can't make no money with me. So if any money gonna come out of that, if any money gonna come out of that fight, it's gonna be from your promotion. Why the fuck you gonna split it with me?
Hey, Bees, man, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
But Terrence Crawford leave it, Bob.
Hold up, True. Now, I used to always wonder this about Floyd Mayweather, dog, why he always used to fight Mexicans and them gualas, dog. And he always said, bro, he was like, when you go fight them motherfuckers, they got a whole country behind them, dog. So them pay-per-views and all that shit, them niggas gonna be behind that dude. It matters, bro. So when you go fight, if Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence fight, it probably don't be no money for them niggas in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like for pay-per-views and all that. And you can say that all you want, but you don't know, bro. Because us as black people, what do? We not gonna scream that shit 9 times out of 10. We gonna do what? Go watch that shit on Facebook, YouTube, and all that type of shit. But when it comes to these gualas, bro, exactly. But when it comes to them gualas, dogs, and Mexicans and all that, them niggas be really behind they fighters, bro. Them niggas go in personal pay-per-views and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, bro, dude probably looking at it like, Lou, I can't get no money with you, bro. I need to go fight somebody else. One of these gualas, one of these Mexicans.
But it's about legacy. It's about legacy. The money gonna come. The money gonna come is about legacy, bro. They gotta fight each other. Point blank.
Them dudes ain't worried about no fucking legacy, bro.
Yeah, they still got the fighters in the past were doing. When Mike Tyson was 21 and he became heavyweight champion, he was looking at legacy. I'm gonna be the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. And you see Mike Tyson, still the most popular fighter in the world, bro. Still to this day.
That's Mike Tyson though, son. That was back in his era.
They
Don't
this
give
is
a fuck
boxing,
about
bro.
no
He's
niggas.
a
These boys
fighter.
want
That's
their money,
that's
bro.
what you're supposed to do. Go fight the best, and that's how you become a star. You know what I mean? Earl Spence, he ain't no star. The average nigga don't even know who Earl Spence is. Nigga, Devin Haney got. Wait, hold up, bro. Devin Haney got more Instagram followers than Earl Spence, and he only 22. Earl Spence, 32 years old, bro. Niggas don't know Earl Spence. People know Earl Spence because of the car wreck. People know Earl Spence because of that car wreck, bro. That's why they know Earl Spence.
You cap.
No, hold on. I'm gonna give him his. I gotta give him that right there. He's 100% facts on that. Because Earl Spence, unless you're into boxing, he's not a household name. He's not a household name.
I was just gonna say that. I know more about Tank than I do Spence, and I bet Spence is a bigger brother.
And we've been fighting way longer. Facts.
Yeah,
he is right, Bees. He is right on that. He is right.
But hold up, but Spence do good numbers on pay-per-view draws, though.
Hold up. See, we got to stop blaming fighters. PBC tried to make the Spence Crawford fight. Bob Arum won't take it because he's gonna lose money.
How you gonna lose money? That's what like.
But is that?
Hey, dog. Bob Arum has come out publicly and said he's lost money on his last 4 Crawford fights. Dog.
Bro, you already said that.
Listen, they ain't promote. First of all, they ain't promoting Crawford right. First of all, for one, they're not even promoting Crawford right. So how you gonna say?
That's true because I didn't know Dick Crawford just had a fight, right? I didn't.
They don't promote that man right, man.
I didn't know he had a fight to ESPN. Posted it on
they promoted Lomachenko. Oh, they promoted Lomachenko more than they do current Terrence Crawford.
Bob Arum been doing black fighters like that. He did that to Floyd. Floyd left his ass.
And that's why Terrence Crawford about to leave him. That's why Terrence Crawford about to leave Bob Arum.
Facts.
Yeah, he can leave him. He need to leave him. But if he don't leave him, don't be blaming Earl Spence because Crawford chose to re-sign with that white man that's been fucking him. Don't blame Earl Spence. Put it where it belongs. You know what?
I didn't blame Earl Spence, bro. I never said Earl Spence was ducking. You the one blaming Terrence Crawford.
No, hey, bro, I was just listening to the stream and brothers talking about I'm tired of these boxers ducking each other. It ain't about.
It is fighters ducking each other, bro. There's a lot of fighters that's ducking. Wait, there's a lot of fighters. I didn't say those fighters. I didn't say Earl Spence was ducking Crawford. I never said Crawford was ducking Earl Spence. But there's a lot of fighters in boxing. Wait, hold up. There's a lot of fighters in boxing out here ducking. Tank was ducking Lomachenko. You know what I mean? For a long ass time. A lot of niggas ducked. Gary Russell ducked Devin Haney. You know what I mean? So niggas is ducking out here. Yeah.
If you don't fight on the same promotion, it ain't so easy.
Bro, what you mean, baby? Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder wasn't on the same promotion. Stop with the bullshit. Bro, I do this boxing shit, bro. Hold up, bro. I just was on the line with Dylan White's trainer, like, come on, bro. I work with Devin Haney Promotions. You can't come over here and feed me no bullshit, bro. First of all, nigga, if they want to make a fight, they can make it happen. With Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, 2 different networks. You know what I mean? Even Jose Ramirez just fought against Maurice Hooker, who was on the zone.
Oh yeah, money gotta be right though. That's the thing. The thing is, the money gotta be right. The business gotta be right.
You talking
about making excuses not to make fights. No, you keep making excuses not to make the good fight happen. Yes, you are, because you talking about A side, B side. Now you talking about who's gonna get more money, 70-30. Nah, we just want to see the fights, nigga. That's it.
No, you want to see the fights. You telling me what you want as opposed to what reality is. I'm just telling you
I'm
what
telling you
reality
what the people want. That's what everybody
you in the boxing game, like you just.
That's why boxing and we're supposed to be, because they not making a good fight.
You ain't saying nothing that make any damn sense. You just told me you in the boxing game. But
you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Nobody agree with you. Nobody agree with you.
I don't care if anybody agree with me, nigga. I'm a grown ass man. I don't need your.
But you telling me I'm not making sense. But nobody agree with you clown.
Nobody agree with me.
You the only one saying that shit.
I'll tell you what. Then show me an example where it ain't the top of the cream where they cross networks, nigga. Don't tell me about Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Show me what the
2019. Even when go ahead, bro. Go and get it off, because I'm about to cook your ass.
Go ahead, show me.
Shit. Hey, this sounds
Show
like a
me.
debate, Lamont. This sounds like a
Show
debate.
me.
Oh,
Man,
I'm
man.
waiting.
Well, finish
I'm
what
waiting.
you were saying,
Show
bro. I'm
me,
waiting, bro.
nigga. Show me, nigga.
I'm
You
on
in the
mute.
boxing game, nigga. Show me.
I'm on mute,
Tell
bro.
me.
Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
I just said it. Show me a
I'm about to
cross-promotional
phone your ass.
fight.
You done? All right, I'm about to cook. Lamont, let me cook. First of all, you talking about cross promotions, making big fights. Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz was on 2 different networks. Anthony Joshua was on DAZN. Andy Ruiz was on PBC, and they made that
Here we
happen.
go.
Don't cut me off, nigga. Don't cut me off. Put yourself on mute, bro. Go on mute. Don't cut me off again. First of all, you don't know what you're talking about. You saying a whole lot of gibberish, a whole lot of jibber jabber. You know you going on this fucking rant and you have no evidence. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell you like this: stop making excuses. Stop talking about A side, B side, bro. Stop talking about the 70-30, and let's make this fight happen, bro. Point blank, period. You saying everything, but yeah, let's make the fight happen. There's always some excuse with you. So when I see you and I pull up on you, what's gonna be your excuse then?
When you see me, what do you mean? You gonna pull up on me?
Exactly, bro. Exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
So listen. So if that's the energy you bring into the panel, you know what I mean? What you gonna say?
Hey, what's his dude name?
H is on. Go subscribe to me ASAP. Don't wait. I'll cook you any day.
I can't understand what he said. What's his name?
H Money.
Man, where you get this motherfucker?
Hey, look, let me tell you what I look like.
Nah, hey,
There's
you know it's
motherfucker
boxing
up
though.
here.
I give him
Hey.
that though.
I'm cooking. What's your name?
You an internet gangster talking some shit ain't gonna never happen. Fuck out of here. You ain't talking no kid, man.
Oh, he left. Did he leave? H Money left.
Yo, that's
Hey,
funny.
hold up. Both of y'all got points, bro, because I don't even understand why, like, Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence, like, why ain't none of these niggas trying to fight Triple G?
That's 2-way class of ball. That's you can't. That's
Go up and fight that nigga. Go up and fight.
He just said done. You can't. It gets tricky when you talking about going to weight class. That's not easy.
I seen Roy Jones Jr.
That's Roy Jones Jr. That's Roy Jones.
That's what messed his career up though. Kept going
that's
that
Roy
way.
Jones. But here's the thing though. That's Roy Jones Jr. And that's like not a lot of people can do that. Like a lot of people can't be like a
Triple G.
No way, nobody's scared of Triple G.
I think niggas scared of
Nobody's
Triple G.
scared. Nobody's scared.
But he messed up
point I was trying to make.
when he went to the.
Only I can see Earl Spence. I can see Earl Spence. Yeah, I can see Earl Spence fight Triple G.
Bro, Triple G has fought nobody, bro.
He messed up. Only one that was really successful at doing that was like Canelo.
Floyd Mayweather. Floyd
Mayweather, you right.
Yeah, it's only a handful of people that do that.
Tank is trying to do that too, and so is Devin Haney.
Y'all comparing like Chop Liver to like one of the greatest boxers of all time, if not the greatest boxer of all time. But I get you on the 70-30 split. But okay, say if he take that little money, then if he beat him, he could become the new ASAP. Sometimes you gotta take that. Sometimes you gotta take that little loss.
Thank you.
Yeah, but say, I understand that.
But hold on.
So make the fight happen.
If you was in Terry Crawford's shoes, you not feeling that though. That's all I'm saying. You in Terry Crawford's shoes.
You become the new ASAP and make the fight happen though.
But that's
Bob Arum needs to go ahead. Bob Arum's about to be 90.
You will make
he needs to go ahead and just step down and get somebody else to promote him right. Terrence Crawford has to want to fight those fights too. Everybody's afraid to take a L. Everybody's so fixated on Mayweather and being undefeated, but the best fighters, they took losses, man.
True.
I mean, that's just facts.
But I'm just saying though, sometimes you got to take that fight though, because
he's right. Because here's the question: if Terrence Crawford is not willing to take that less money, why would Spence be willing to give up money just to make the fight?
70-30
That's a
is
good.
big.
That's a good.
70-30 is a big margin.
Okay.
Yo.
Yeah, 70-30 is disrespectful for an undefeated fighter. You going against a
730
guy.
is a big. You talking about the rank? You talking about rank?
But see,
pound for
but
pound,
check
he's-
this out. Check
he's
this out
ranked
though.
pound for
Why is
pound number
everybody
one in the
gunning for
world.
Pacquiao? They want to gun for an old ass Pacquiao.
That's a money
It's
fight.
But they
It's a
won't.
money
They
fight.
won't. They
It's a
won't
money
fight
fight.
everybody that's young and in their prime.
It's a money
Y'all see
fight.
what I'm saying? That makes no sense.
That's why Terrence Crawford. That's why Terrence Crawford.
dog.
That's why Terrence Crawford said, I'd rather fight. He said he's going for Pacquiao because if you're going to give me a
Right.
70-30, if you give me a 70-30, I'm going to get where I get more money, a good Pacquiao.
Hey,
But nobody gonna respect that. You know,
It ain't
Pacquiao.
about, but you disrespect him of that split.
True,
It's not
you capping.
cap. It's not cap.
Yeah, it
Listen,
is, because Pacquiao is going to give him a 70-30. He's only willing to take
You're
that
going,
fight
but that's
because
hold on.
bring in more money.
But guess what though?
But
That
that's
70-30 that 70-30 gonna be bigger than the 70 he get for Spence.
Errol Spence don't deserve 70.
Facts.
Hey,
I'm not saying
not right now. Not right now. Before the accident, yeah, but not right now.
Not a
Point
Mayweather.
blank,
He-
period.
He needs. I don't even think he should be
Mayweather or
fighting
somebody like
Garcia.
that,
He
yeah.
needs a couple of tune-up fights.
Let me tell you real
Errol
quick. Sean
Spence
Porter,
only gonna ask for 70 if he don't want the fight. Period.
facts.
Not true.
Yeah, no balling.
Not
No
true.
balling them.
Hey,
No
hey,
balling.
hey,
Let me say this real quick. Sean
That's
Porter
low ball, man.
put hands on Earl Spence. And let's not
Yeah,
forget
that
about
fight
that.
could have went either way. You're right.
Facts.
That
Hey,
fight
hey,
could have went
hey.
either way.
I'm not talking about who the better fight is. I'm just
Yeah,
talking
I
about.
agree. As long as you
If
ain't doing
Errol
that.
Spence
But
As long
Sean
as you
Porter
ain't
never
doing
ducks
that much.
anybody.
Hey, let me get this point out because
If
then
the
I
Sean
got
Porter
to
way, Sean Porter
Sean
caught
Porter
him out
fights
for
Hold on,
everybody.
hold on,
Let
y'all.
me talk.
We
Let
gotta
me
go
talk.
one
Let
at a
me
time
talk.
so the chat can hear y'all.
Hey, let me get this out. Then I gotta go. I gotta go to work. All
All
I'm
right.
saying is Sean Porter been calling out Crawford for a year and a half.
That's
Crawford
facts.
won't take that fight. He won't take that fight.
Wait,
That's
because
facts.
come on, bro. Don't lie because Sean Porter called down
Hold on,
Errol
bro.
Spence for the rematch. And you ain't talking about that. Errol Spence went to fight Danny Garcia. What about that? Sean Porter called out Errol Spence for the rematch. Yeah, and he ducked it. Errol Spence ducked the rematch.
That's facts.
He ducked Sean Porter in the rematch. Yeah, all right then. You ain't gonna talk about that? I know you ain't gonna say nothing about that rematch with Sean Porter that he ducked. Yeah, he ducked Sean Porter. Talk about that.
I'm talking about
yeah, don't talk about it. And don't leave the panel.
Hey, look, bruh. I'm talking about the business of boxing. See, you emotionally invested in these.
Yeah, exactly. You talking about the business side. You ain't never even been in the business side. You never even seen a boxing concept. Exactly, bro. Yes, I am, bro. Don't. Hey, you a bitch. Nigga, who you talking to? You whole ass.
I just said you.
Come on, man. Let's keep it.
Hold on.
Let's keep it sports.
Hold on. Hey, y'all, we can't let it go left like that. Hey, we was having a good conversation. I like again, B's talking about the business side, H Money talking about the boxing side. I mean, but we can't let it go left like that, y'all. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Don't disrespect me, bro. All I was saying was Sean Porter called Errol Spence out to the rematch after their first fight, and Errol Spence ducked him. He said he gonna fight Danny Garcia. So stop lying. When Floyd Mayweather had a close fight with Marcos Maidana, he gave him an immediate rematch. So Errol Spence ducked the rematch with Sean Porter. Don't talk about Terrence Crawford not fighting Sean Porter. What about Errol Spence when he ducked the Sean Porter rematch?
Bruh, first of all, if you were the brother I was talking to earlier, you're the brother that said you were going to
Answer the question, bro. Answer my question.
Let me finish, bruh. So I won't disrespect you. As long as you keep it respectful with me, I'll always keep it respectful to you. Don't talk
Answer
no
my
shit to me
question, bro.
about what.
Answer my question about Sean Porter
Okay,
in
what
the
is your
rematch.
question?
Stop ducking my question. You ducking my question right now.
What is your question?
My question, for the second time, bro. Listen, bro. Clean out your ears, bro. What I said was Sean Porter called out Earl Spence for the rematch. Answer. Man, don't cut me off, bro. Don't cut me off.
Man,
you want to hear the question or not?
Fucking dumb shit.
Exactly. I got you. You cutting me off, but Lamont, I don't appreciate that. The chat don't appreciate that. What I was saying was Sean Porter called out Earl Spence for the rematch. Don't cut me off, bro. What type of debate is this, bro? Don't you get it cooked? Sit right there like a little boy. Look, like I said, Sean Porter called them out to a rematch, and Earl Spence ducked him and fought Danny Garcia. He wanted no smoke at the press conference. Sean Porter said rematch, and Earl Spence said no, I don't want that smoke. So talk about that. Don't disrespect Terrence Crawford saying he ain't fought Sean Porter, but Earl Spence ducked Sean Porter in the rematch.
Bruh, here's what I'm gonna say to you. I don't know what the rematch was or what he did. All I know is Sean Porter and Kenny Porter has come. Now you talking over me. Now I just let you get off. All I know is right now, Sean Porter been calling them out for over a year. Bud ain't responded. He said, "Nah, we friends." That's what I know.
But 70%, that's what I'm saying. 70% is too much. That's all I'm saying.
No.
You don't know, so you don't know that Sean Porter talking about for a rematch, but you don't want to talk about Earl Spence not taking that rematch.
Hey,
you're still not talking about that. You avoiding that.
Oh, hold on. We're gonna let Bees. You got anything? Because I know Bees got to cut out. Bees, you got anything else you want to say?
No, I got nothing, bro. I can't. It's too much emotion for me.
You was easy work. You got body, bro. You got cooked.
Hey, salute, Bees. Thanks for jumping in. But I mean, boxing is, that's what I'm saying. That's how crazy boxing's getting right now, because it's getting so political on both ends with the fighters and with the promoters. It's so much going on. It's hard to tell what's what unless you really in the know. That's why Leaks like having H Money here, because he a little bit deeper into it than most of us. So I mean, I could appreciate his perspective. And then at the end of the day, us as fans like me, I just want to see the best of the best fight. I don't care how you get it done. When these guys start complaining about when you start, to me, 70-30, when you talk about two great fighters, to come to another great fighter who's undefeated and say 70-30, I think that's completely disrespectful. That's just disrespectful. And I think that's another way of ducking as well. Like, to me, if you say something outrageous, like if I got something for sale and I don't want to sell it to you, I'm gonna give you an outrageous price that I know you ain't gonna buy it for.
Right.
Like that I think that's what he's probably
that's
doing.
How you
right
do it.
Hold on, we got somebody new in the panel. Khalil. Hey, what you got on what we talking about?
Honestly, Spence just need to, he need to beat Garcia first, and Crawford needs to leave Bob Arum, because Bob Arum has been coming out lashing this dude for like the past couple of weeks now. And all of the Sharks is over there at the PBC. I mean, you got Arrow over there, you got Pacquiao over there now. I mean, you got Danny, you got Terrence, you got everybody over there.
Pacquiao still fight?
Yeah, Pacquiao got a belt. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Terrence Crawford is kind of holding up his career trying to get the Pacquiao fight to get that belt. And I mean, if he can get Pacquiao out of there and get that belt, then him and Spence can fight for undisputed, and then we won't have these issues. But these dudes got to fight each other, man. That 60-40 split shit, like, all this A-side talk is just wasted to BS and not fight each other, man.
Especially like Earl Spence. Like, if Earl Spence fight Terrence Crawford, that'd be his biggest. Like,
nigga, true. Fix your mic, nigga.
Yeah, your mic is muffled, True the King.
Oh, you hear me now?
No.
That's a little better, but.
Oh, you hear me now?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Nigga sound like you whispering into the mic, nigga.
All right, Cassidy. But like I was saying, man.
Say something.
Hey, man. Yeah, man. It's I don't know. It's too many positives about it, but like it's pros and cons, man. It's pros and cons, man. Because people say, well, it need to be like a league format, like the UFC, but like that gets kind of tricky too. But you got people like Dana White that bash his fighters. He stay bash his fighters for if it's not like if it's a born fight, he'll bash them for doing their jobs.
Yeah, I mean, he did that to Teron Woodley a few times, and
yeah, that's. I mean, it's pros and cons, but it's that's just the fight business, man. It's crazy, man. Like it's too political, it's insane, man.
Too many different camps and categories and shit.
Like, yeah, I mean, there's too many belts. It's too many belts. Like last night with the Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, the WBC created a Black Lives Matter belt just for that, man. There's too many belts. You got too many of these belts, man.
But,
you don't really know who the real champion is.
I understand that, because that was a fight for charity. I knew that wasn't something that fighters are actually going to be seeking. That was just something for charity.
It's just another way for the WBC to kind of crowbar they win to get some type of money, man. Like there's too many champions out here. Like you got the WBA, WBO, WBC, IBF, IBO. Like there's too many damn belts,
don't
man.
mean nothing, man. Them
Then
belts
you
don't
got
mean nothing.
interim
Mike Tyson
champions.
said the best. Them belts don't mean shit, bro.
It's all about who the fighter is, man.
Them belts don't mean shit.
fighter is.
Hey, can I say something? Because I gotta go do some reaction show because Louisville about to win this game. But I just want to say this: I appreciate I appreciate people who really know boxing because I have no idea how the business side works when it comes to boxing.
Yeah,
It's tricky. It's real tricky, bro.
Postpone.
Man.
That's how they work.
Yeah, boxing has become a niche sport. I mean, back in the 80s, 70s, 80s, like boxing was the #1 sport, man, and it's become a niche sport now because you got so many sanctioning bodies and also many. You don't really know who the real champions are, like no more.
I have seen some of those fights in the 80s and 90s on YouTube. Those fights were more intense than the one we got today.
Yeah, because they all fought. Like, look at the golden era in the welterweight division when you had four of the top. You had Marvin Hagler, you had Hearns, you had Sugar Ray Leonard. Like all of them dudes fought each other. Like you know what I'm saying? Roberto Duran, Wilfred Benitez. Like these guys all fought each other. Like these dudes ain't fight each other, man. They want to be divas and they want to complain about who got the most Twitter followers and all this stupid ass shit that don't mean nothing, man. Like just fight. That's all you got to do, man. Like Pacquiao, like everybody want to follow that Mayweather template where you want to be undefeated and you want to draw fights out to try to get more money. Everybody not Floyd Mayweather. People forget Floyd Mayweather at 130 and 135. Floyd Mayweather was one of the most feared fighters in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like he went through all his adversities and did all that. He started that money shit once he became Money Mayweather, like where he was just pot shotting people and all that. Floyd was knocking dudes out. You know what I'm saying? Like Diego Corrales and all these guys.
Like this though. I'm always like this though when it comes to boxing. If you're gonna run your mouth, then get in the ring and back it up. Stop trying to duck each other. If y'all
man, but they all want to be.
But you got, hey, hold up, you got to look at it though, dog. Me fighting you, do it make sense on the back end of money wise? They'll say a lot of it ain't about legacy with these dudes. It's about the money, like you said. A lot of them trying to be like Floyd. Exactly. It's about the money then. You know
because they all scared to take a loss, man. Like Floyd went undefeated, so they all feel like they should go undefeated in order to get the praise and adulation.
Hold up. You can also say
hey guys, they gotta go, man.
All right, Lord, thanks for jumping in.
Floyd was ducking for a little minute, dog.
Floyd never ducked nobody.
Hey, Floyd put himself in position.
Floyd never. Listen, I don't hold on. Floyd never ducked it. Hold on. Let's be. Hold on.
I wasn't nothing about no test.
Hold up. That man. Listen. That man allegedly. That man was allegedly on PEDs, yo. We're not doing
okay, he's legend. Okay,
we're not doing it. But airtime.
Who you say he does?
But airtime though. He didn't want to do the drug test though. He didn't want to do that drug test.
Okay.
I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Okay, what?
That's a fact.
Okay, what? I ain't out, man. Look here, dog. That man went on no PEDs, bro.
Hey, him not taking the drug test, that don't mean nothing.
Answer, hold up. I'm gonna explain you how he was. How you don't jump from 105 pounds to 100, knocking people off 150. That's not realistic. That's not even natural.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not natural.
Whatever. Nigga, you exaggerate. That nigga that jump up to 150
Go look. Listen. He started at 105. Go. I swear to he was started at 105 pounds.
Fam. He has 7 divisions. So just count down from 154 all the way down to where he talking about. He was a 7-division champion, bro.
Yeah.
Like you don't maintain that level of speed and power going through all those divisions, fighting top upper echelon competition. Like you don't do that.
That's why
it wasn't a natural occurrence. That's why people, and it wasn't just Floyd Mayweather. It was Oscar De La Hoya. Like it was a lot of people questioning whether or not Manny Pacquiao was taking steroids.
Come on, man. Floyd never dug right. If Floyd never dug nobody. Floyd never dug nobody. Do you know Floyd beat the most champions in boxing history?
Floyd
in his resume.
Floyd always been real particular about his health and well-being, and if he felt there was anything that could jeopardize
his health
and well-being, whether it was gloves, whether it was steroids, he wasn't going to do it. That was smart.
He pushed that in fighting. He's the reason why.
Yeah, he's the reason.
He's one of the reasons why. In all combat
yeah, we
sports.
got 2 new people in the chat, so I want to make sure we get a chance for them to chime in. I'm gonna let David Ross go, and then we got a new dude hopping in. I haven't seen him in before. We got Brookingston. We're gonna let him go after David Ross. David Ross, what you got on this?
What's up, Lamont, man? How was your little trip?
Oh, it was good, man. I needed a little vacation. Got away. Probably gonna be dropping a video on it, but yeah, it was smooth. Thanks for asking.
Nobody wants to see your vacation, nigga.
Why not?
Hey, yo.
That sounds like a hater, man.
Oh, nah, Lamar, my nigga, dog.
Hey, let me ask you a question, bro. Who the Boston fan? What's your name, dude? That's a Boston fan?
True the King, trash ass.
True the King, man.
Hey, yeah, True the King. Hey, True, I wanted to ask you, man, because I was having this conversation with somebody, and he asked me, not to jump off the boxing topic though, but he had asked me. He said, "Do you really believe Jason Tatum is $80 million worth more than Jaylen Brown?" And then I had looked at their numbers, and I was like, I really believe that.
I'm gonna say this. No,
nigga.
Hold on. Let me finish. Jaylen Brown. First of all, no, they ain't making a mistake. Jaylen Brown was a steal. That was a steal. That was a steal signing.
I'm talking about Jaylen. Once Jaylen contract kind of come to an end like that, the way it's gonna work is he gonna want more money because his production is almost mirroring Jason Tatum's.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think the Celtics gonna worry about that because Kemba Walker, he's getting older in age, so his contract gonna run out before I feel like Jaylen Brown's. I think. We will have like in all perfect situation, both of them gonna get. Jaylen Brown gonna get paid. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I don't know in the future. I can't predict the future, like how that's gonna work out. But Jaylen Brown gonna get paid like big money again, regardless. You know what I mean? If he stays with Soldiers, he don't. You know what I mean?
So back to the boxing thing, though. This is what I'm about to say, and then I'll let dude go. But I think when I watched the other night, when I watched Nate Robinson get in there, and then I watched Mike Tyson and Roy get in there, I really looked at it from another perspective, man. I don't know if he's doing it.
Hey, your mic is going out, David Ross.
When I look at all the money that Mike Tyson made, there's no way he should have been in that ring last night.
What you mean? All the money he made through his career?
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, Mike Tyson damn near broke.
Hold on. He didn't.
Damn near broke.
That man not broke no more.
He's not broke.
It's not about money, bro. It's about the love of the sport. That's why Mike.
No, hold on. He wasn't. The money all went to charity from Mike Tyson.
Psychotic. That's why.
So Mike Tyson didn't go into it looking for a paycheck because it all went to charity anyway.
He always had that itch. He didn't look at it.
Hold on. You mean to tell me all of Mike Tyson money went to charity? You believe that, Lamont?
No.
It did.
His money that he made from this fight, he said it was for charity.
No, it did go to charity.
Mike Tyson is if you listen to his podcast, Mike Tyson is a completely different person now. If you ever listen to his podcast, man,
right? He making money. Listen, he had money problems in the past. That's a fact. Like it's all documented.
But Mike Tyson broke down. But he broke down in his podcast. Look, he broke down in his podcast what happened. Like he didn't really go broke. He said he basically, long story short, he said he owed a whole bunch of money, like $20-30 million. And he said he would just go month to month not paying it. And he says he thought one day they would just come take the house, take the cars, take everything. He said they didn't never come take nothing. He said eventually they just started lowering the amount that he owed. Said, look, just give us 10 million. Or then they lowered the 10 million to 8 million. He said he kept lowering it. They kept lowering all his debts down to 2 million here, 3 million there. He said, I just start paying it off. He said, I just stopped paying everything.
That's why I said money problems. I ain't saying I said money problems.
So no, but I think he's cool now, but he said he was able to just pay everything off. He don't owe nothing. So I mean, when you say he's broke, like broke to Mike Tyson is like having like 10 mil in the bank.
3 million now.
Yeah. So like he has it's a whole nother level of broke.
That man got a whole TV show on. That man got TV show on Adult Swim, man. That man ain't broke, man.
He's not broke. He got too many endorsements. He got too much going on. But he's not the same type of rich that he was.
Made like $400 million in his career.
Floyd Mayweather is the greatest businessman / boxer I ever seen.
Why you say that?
I mean, it all goes back to him being
Mayweather
Bob Arum,
asshole.
bro. He left Bob Arum and hooked up with Al Heyman, and that's when he became the richest athlete in the world with no endorsements. It's all about who you got around you, bro. And Leonard Ellaby is another guy that he got around him. That's a really good businessman. So it's all about who you surround yourself with. That's why it ties back into the Terrence Crawford shit we talked about. Terrence Crawford need to get away from Bob Arum because everybody that lead that dude end up becoming multi-successful. Like without this dude, like he been around for like 60 years, bro, and he ain't really made nobody super rich. Like people talk about Don King. But Don King had some of the best fighting cards in boxing history.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And he got you paid. Like people want to call him a crook, but they say nothing about Bob Arum and all the shady shit he been doing for decades in the sport.
Right.
I don't understand that whole Bob Arum thing. Like, I never liked him anyway. He looked like a slime ball, but my whole thing was everything that went down with Adrian Bronner, I just didn't like, man.
Man, Adrian Bronner did that shit to himself, dog.
He did, but there was blame to go around, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
No, it wasn't. He did that shit to himself, bro.
Man, it's the same Adrian Broner. You talking about Adrian Broner that was flushing money down the toilet? You talking about that?
Exactly. That nigga did that shit to himself, bro.
I'm talking about before all that. When he was green, when he just got in it with Floyd.
Because he tried to be like Floyd Mayweather. Like,
I was just about, you took the words
it's
right
okay
out my mouth,
to
bro.
take some of the, like, he didn't take Floyd's work ethic. If you want to be like Floyd, take the work ethic. Like, don't take the showboating and all of that dumbass stuff that don't apply to you because y'all don't fight the same.
I agree. That's why I was agreeing when you said it depends on who around you.
Yeah, if you go take Floyd, take his business acumen and his work ethic. That's what you take from Floyd Mayweather. You're not going to have the same path as Floyd Mayweather. Like that's what I said earlier, man. You don't realize Floyd fought the best competition when he was at 130, 135. Like he was knocking everybody out, dude. Like he went into a lot of fights where he was the underdog. He built up his reputation. That's why he was able to become super rich once he became Money Mayweather, because people wanted to pay to see him lose because of the way he talked and the way he bragged and the way he showboated and stunned and all that. Like he got a lot more fans that way. I mean, look, he probably got the most followers on Instagram than anybody, and he ain't boxed in like 3 or 4 years. So like, and he's still relevant now, man. It's because of the path that you create for yourself. He knew how to maneuver through the game and use that hatred and racism and all that shit that was aimed towards him, and he turned it into money. Like everybody's not going to follow that template.
How much he got for that McGregor fight?
He got like $250 million for that fight, and that's coming off. That's coming off the Pacquiao fight where he made like $300 million. So in 2 fights, you made $500 million. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. That's
with no major endorsements, no nothing. Like and this
he about to fight your boy, huh, Jake Paul?
That boy ain't fighting no fucking
nobody
Jake Paul.
Hold on, but you don't put it past. Don't put it past Mayweather to pull a business move like that, because if he does,
that wouldn't be smart.
Nobody's selling that. Nobody buying that.
He can hurt that man, dog. No, I'm good.
No, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, he got away. He got away with the Conor McGregor, but he can't pull another something like that.
Exactly. Nah, you can't do it again. Nah.
Well,
I'm not gonna pay for that, dog.
This fight yesterday. If this fight generate what I think it will. Like Lamont said, do not put it past Floyd Mayweather.
Don't put it past.
I'm not saying. I'm not putting it past him.
Let's just say hypothetically, if this fight last night, if that fight went over 3 million in pay-per-view sales, I guarantee you, as soon as Floyd see those numbers, he's gonna be calling out Jake Paul immediately.
No.
Man, I'm not saying. I don't want to say that, though. Jake Paul. That's not.
Hold
up. Floyd ain't gonna call him out.
Floyd. If it's all about a bag, dog, you can go and fight Pacquiao number 2. You probably make way more money off that.
No, that fight
he don't like how Pacquiao. No, he don't like how Pacquiao pulled out his shoulder was messed up. Reason why he lost. That's why.
Hey, Floyd don't care. Long as the money right, nigga.
Yeah, but I'm talking about as far as the fans' perspective, man. They not. It doesn't have the same luster as it had. Even after Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez and all that, like people still wanted to see it because they want to see Floyd lose. People complained about how boring the fight was, but ask yourself, who would you rather have been in that fight? Who looked more like themselves, Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao?
That's why he sells.
I don't like Floyd. I can never pay for a Floyd Mayweather fight, bro. I'm not about to pay $100 just to see you walk around the ring, nigga. Hell no.
Exactly. So, but I mean, the fight was clear. Pacquiao only landed like 80 punches in the fight total. He normally get that in 1 round. So people already understand now. Okay, he beat Marquez. If you use the triangle theory, Floyd Mayweather dominated Marquez. Marquez went through 4 wars with Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? And then Pacquiao lose to Mayweather the way he lost to him. People already know the outcome. Even at Floyd 41, 42 years old, people already know he's going to win that fight. So why would they want to see that? That's why he went and fought McGregor. Because McGregor
was a spectacle.
huge. He was huge in the UFC. He had
McGregor got power. And he had power.
Got a whole country behind him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you couple that up with Floyd, and he was at the top of his sport. That was the money fight. He got like $250 million.
Hold on. It says right here. It says Mike Tyson to make a staggering $7.5 million purse for the fight versus.
Yeah, it was for charity, but it got paid for it.
Nah, he got some money out of that, man.
I was about to say that nigga didn't put all that shit into no charity, nigga.
I'm just telling you, but look, if Mike Tyson can draw off an entertainment fight, this is not a fight that nobody really took serious.
Right.
He drew $7 million.
Yeah. Understand that.
Imagine what.
No,
that's
all. We don't know the numbers yet. They ain't gonna come out officially until probably Monday.
It said they broke numbers. It said they
broke records.
They broke records. So imagine again, that fight was based off entertainment. Yep. Imagine what a fight between Logan Paul and Mayweather would do. I'm
gonna tell you. Hold on. First of all, you gotta say.
Logan Paul is not Mike Tyson or Roy Jones, bro.
First of all, you gotta sanction that fight. They barely got a Conor McGregor.
Names carry weight, bro.
Nah,
like
you can't play with that.
Logan Paul not carrying no old audience though.
If the reason why it took so long for that McGregor fight to form was because of the UFC, man. Because Dana White wanted the majority of McGregor's purse, and McGregor wasn't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why he asked Floyd, "Kid, I'll sponsor." Put his promotional banner in there too, so he could make more money on the back end. He ended up making like $100 million for that fight. McGregor did, all because he didn't let Dana White suck all the money up. You know what I'm saying?
That was his biggest payday. That's why that nigga retired after that.
That's why he retired. That's why he ain't fighting consistently now. Like this dude to fight once every year or something like that because of the money he was able to generate during that fight, and then he was able to promote his proper 12, and that got off the ground.
Logan Paul not Conor McGregor.
Hey, I'm with you, true though, dog. I don't think they sanctioned that fight, bro.
That's not safe. Cause they barely sanctioned the Conor McGregor fight.
Hold on, hold on. Did Brookington get a chance to go and chime in on this? Because I don't know if I heard. Jump in on it. You still there, Brookie?
Hey, I was just hearing y'all boys going back and forth, but I really got triggered a little bit. No, I'm just playing. But I really jumped in because I kind of hear y'all kind of sort of. I'm not sure who was talking, but somebody was discrediting Floyd when they said like when he was at 105, he was on like he didn't take a drug test.
No, you're talking about
Pacquiao.
Oh, Pacquiao. Oh! I thought you said Floyd.
I said it's a spit.
So who was saying Floyd? Who was saying Floyd was on PEDs?
Nobody said he was.
I said Pacquiao allegedly. I said
Floyd was ducking Pac. That's what I said.
Yeah, I said.
Nah, man, come on, man. Floyd was ducking Pac. Nah, Florida. You gotta realize Florida's businessman, bro. He trying to get the bag first.
He's
businessman, bro. He's smart. It ain't about ducking and all that.
That nigga knew if he took Pacquiao that early, he was gonna get fucked up.
Hold on,
you gotta do your history. His trainer and his promoter already came out a few years ago and said that they was the reason why the negotiations stalled in the first time. They admitted it because at the time, Floyd Mayweather, he wanted him to take that, but what people don't ever talk about is that he had Shane Mosley take a drug test, and Shane Mosley turned it down. So why ain't nobody making this big hoopla about Shane Mosley? Shane Mosley took the blood test, and he got in the ring. It's just like if you want to go to a job.
That nigga knew what it was with Pacquiao, bro.
No, because it's unnatural for you to jump up that many weight classes. And we ain't talking about him beating just some average dudes. He beating up De La Hoya, who was like 30 pounds bigger than him. Miguel Cotto, Margarito. Like, you running.
So what are you trying to say? What's your point? What's your point about Floyd?
No, Floyd was the reason why you got Floyd was the reason why you got the Olympic style drug testing and all that. He was an advocate for that because of that
That's good.
situations like that.
Yeah,
That's good, nigga. Why you ain't take a drug? If that nigga, so why he should have took the drug test then?
That nigga.
He defending Floyd. He defending Floyd.
I know. I'm saying. I know Pacquiao should have took the drug test because I don't blame Floyd for not fighting the nigga.
Right.
You don't know what the fuck the nigga on, bro. I don't know.
Here's the thing,
My bad if I'm cursing, bro. Because I don't know how y'all do it over here. My first time on your channel too, bro. I like your channel, bro.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. My first time seeing this channel, you just popped in my algorithm, bro. I'm like, what is this boy talking about?
Hey, that's good then, man. We reaching out to these people, but
the algorithm, man. He's the algorithm.
I'm not subscribed. I never liked nothing. No, I'm saying
that's why you got to get the likes up, man. People got to get the likes up. That's how you get into the algorithm.
Hey, Lamont,
yes, sir.
Lamont, why the clip?
Hey, but let me say this one more thing. Though. Let me just say this. With whoever died in Florida, man, you right now, whoever died in Florida, you just in denial, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, I used to hit on nigga too. I used to go to the Wingstop to hope to lose because he be so hype with the shit. He be so like what you call it, like he be boasting like what y'all. I'm from Jamaica, bro, so I'm trying to find that slang y'all be using. He be flossing like how you say when you showing off on stuff?
Stunting,
stunting. Like he be stunting. Huh?
Talking over there.
You said what you said, bro?
Yeah, talk your lingo.
Talk over there.
Talk your lingo, yeah.
Over there.
It's all cool. It's cool.
Nah, I'm just. Nah, I'm just trying to find the right slang because I know.
Not a blood clot thing.
Everything good, man. Respect. I don't know, but look at the dog. Flight. I used to doubt the nigga too, man. But he was 51-0. You just can't doubt that, bro, because it's a numbers game.
Hey, hold on. I ain't taking away from his greatness, dog. I just said
you is.
I feel like if he would have fucked Pacquiao, would have fucked him up.
Yeah, airtime. Can I say this? Hold on, airtime. You know I have a Filipino homeboy, right? He even says to himself that Pacquiao was on steroids. He's Filipino. You know what Filipino feel about Pacquiao? No. He alleged. It's all alleged. It's all alleged.
Hey, we gotta go one at a time, y'all. Okay, I gotta make sure I can air the check in here. Got a lot of people watching.
What you say about
Anti, I want to, like you say, he would have got dog. Like how so? Like,
I ain't saying dog.
Well, you said he would have got.
I just feel like he would have beat him.
Hey, hold on. I don't want to get too far off into Mayweather because we still got to talk about this Mike Tyson Roy Jones scorecard.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
It was petty.
It's because he survived. That's all.
Man, it's an exhibition.
That shit was horrible.
It's an exhibition. I don't think it's really nothing to talk about.
Like you can look at the way Mike Tyson was fighting, bro. He wasn't.
They gave him the drug because he survived.
Hey, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me say this right quick. Hey, everybody. Nigga, I had more excitement watching that nigga train than watching him fight, nigga. And that's sad. It was more. Hold on, no. I swear to God, bro. It was more excitement when you watch that nigga train than it was in that fight, bro. And that's bad.
Because he wasn't going at him. He wasn't going at Roy. He wasn't trying to hurt him for real. He wasn't turning over his punches.
Roy was hurt though.
Roy was hurt though. That heavy bag more than you was hitting Roy, nigga. Hell no.
He wasn't trying to kill him, man. He wasn't trying to kill him.
The heavy bag. Yo, the dude in the heavy bag was like this when Mike Tyson was punch. When one video was like, Mike, chill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, he
who the host? Hey, yo, who the host?
Yo, what's good?
Hey, I gotta push back on your thumbnail, bro. Cause you were. I remember what your thumbnail said, but it was like something in regards to basketball players, the tough guys or whatever. They are tough guys, bro. They are tough guys.
No. In the sense that where you got a lot of people who feel that basketball players can off the court are just these great fighters that could, and you don't want to mess with them, or you don't. I mean,
they ain't got to be no great fighter. They like 220, 6'5". They ain't got to be no great fighter.
I'm real.
No, you still got to know what you doing with your hands. No,
I'm just saying. If you're going in the ring, it's different now. If you no,
I'm 6'3".
That's what we're talking about.
What I'm saying though, if you're going in the ring, when you saying tough guy, that's different from boxing.
No, but what at the beginning of the video, I talked about how what I was really getting at was how NBA players are the only athletes that feel that they could jump from one sport to the other and still be just as elite. Like just 3 months of training.
Yeah, no. You on the money with that. No, you on the money with that part.
Like you don't see football players. You don't see a football player might have a 45-inch vertical, but he ain't gonna never act like he can go to the NBA and after 3 months.
You got a point.
Football players already tried to be in the NBA.
Like it's football players who can bench press 600 pounds, but you ain't gonna catch them trying to be a boxer saying I can knock anybody out because
now I get what you're saying, bro. You make I agree 100%.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you don't. It's only basketball players that feel like they could jump around to all these other sports and be great, but they start jumping around and then we find out they really trash.
Yeah. Oh, Nate. I didn't get a chance to talk to Nate Rob. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you.
They be trying to play baseball. They be trying to play football. They be trying to play golf. They be trying to do They be trying to play 2K. They be trying
all that trash.
Yo, I was at a fight party last night, yo. When Nate got knocked out, yo, that was insane, yo.
Because he don't know how to fight, man. Like
I was like, hey, I said, down go Nate, down go Nate.
He went in there like with his athleticism and him being a shorter fighter. He should have adopted that bob and weave style. You got to bob and weave your way in there. Like you can't
teach it. Hey, nobody can teach you to fight, bro. You got to get knocked. You got to knock him out. Learn how to fight.
I ain't gonna lie.
He ain't a fighter. He's not in.
That last knockout, bro, I was scared because I didn't see that nigga move at first before I started.
He looked like Leo Santa Cruz.
He looked like he was moving.
Hey, you can have all the hands you want. You can have all the hands you want, man. If you don't know how to box, you just can't box, bro. You go in the ring, you're gonna get knocked out. I don't care who you is.
I thought he was done off the first punch. The first
one they should have stopped the fight. They actually slow counted it.
When in the back of the head.
Y'all saw the Rocky memes. Y'all saw the Rocky memes. They were like, throw in the damn towel.
I told you. Bro, my head last night.
And then Snoop Dogg commentating on that shit made that shit worse.
Snoop Dogg the GOAT. Snoop Dogg the GOAT. He the GOAT.
He from the hood. He'll be all right.
Hold on. When he got knocked out, somebody started singing. Who was singing in the background?
That was Snoop Dogg.
Hey, but look, that's what I'm talking about. Like bringing the entertainment value back into the sport. Like it made it fun. Like to watch it ain't like some of these matches. Like even when you have a good matchup or a good card, the fights ain't exciting no more. Like when you bring Snoop in, a guy like that, you bring the entertainment value back. It just make it easier to watch, man. Oh, you got
that's what boxing used to be, though. That's what boxing used to be, though. It's always real. You know what I'm saying? It's like a show before you know what I'm saying?
Yo, Snoop Dogg is like a GOAT. He the GOAT, man. That man's the greatest commentator I've ever seen. He started singing gospel song. I was like, yo, Nate looking crazy, dog. They should have stopped the fight the first one. His corner did him dirty too. His corner.
They should have thrown in the towel for that nigga for real.
Even he should have got counted out.
Even when
was like, give me a hand, give me a hand. He grabbing the back of his head and shit like,
hey, hold up, that last one though, that nigga didn't count shit. That nigga ran right to
that nigga.
Ain't nothing to count. Ain't nothing to count.
His legs, he fell on his face.
Then put his hands on his head on the ground.
That man could have counted 1,000, man. He was over.
That's just like with Leo Santa Cruz. When Leo Santa Cruz got knocked out by Tank Davis, man.
Oh my God.
It don't make sense to count. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
can Lord. Snoop Dogg was like, oh Lord.
Hold on. Oh, we're gonna go to Taj. I see Taj just hopped in here, and then we're gonna go to Darren Hampton. What's good, Taj?
Man, once I saw, the boxing gear that he was wearing, the colors, man, I already knew it was over.
New York Knicks colors.
He had on some Jordan ones in the
Damn.
That nigga had some New York Knicks gear on.
That man got knocked out on some ones, yo. Come on, Jordan got to take his. You can't wear my shit ever again, dog.
But hold on, with basketball shoes on, bro.
I guess it was modified. Boxing shoes. You know how they be doing. They got money. You know what I mean?
They had Nate laying in the gulag with a revive sad above him.
Nigga say he in the gulag.
Bro, you know they also put it real.
My first, this is my first fucking that boy up.
This is my first pro boxing fight. This finna be a breeze.
Shit. Bing, 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 bing.
You know what they said on Twitter, bro? You know what they said on Twitter? You know what
What'd he
say? They said Jake sent Nate back to Nate Crow, bro. To Jim Crow. But they said Jake sent.
Yo, the funny, and the crazy thing about the whole thing was Jake Paul would talk greasy to him before the whole fight. He was talking greasy.
Yeah, because
Nate Robinson was talking greasy.
Nate the one called dude out though. Like,
Nate Robinson called him out. Stupid ass.
He was trying to fight.
He called him out.
That man, Jake Paul said, "Don't let your kids. Hope your kids not watching." He said he ain't lie. He ain't lie.
He bounce his head off the ground like a basketball. That's exactly what happened. He came out playing his the basketball.
We playing bad, yo. That was hilarious, yo.
Wait. When he started trolling him with that, I said, "Oh,
wait."
Man.
Nigga was watching with Ticket dropped that video talking about that nigga got knocked out with his eyes open. Oh my God!
I ain't gonna lie. Hold up. Y'all remember when Martin got knocked in between the ring when he was fighting Tommy Hearn?
Oh my God!
That's exactly what it looked like.
I just can't wait to see these numbers, man. Because if this fight is successful, bro,
yo, Nate should not fight. Yo, Nate don't fight again, yo.
These YouTubers, KSI, Logan,
they be training, yo.
Hey man, they taking they starting to steal the show.
They're not only training, but look. They're not only training. They paying real professional trainers the bread, the train that. You know
these dudes got their own large fan bases. Like they got their own fan bases that will pay to see these matches. Like if boxing, that's what I said. If boxing ain't careful, they can get outshined and outshadowed just by random YouTubers.
But you getting paid millions off YouTube. Why you feel like you want to go in the ring, dog?
Hey man,
that's what's getting. They getting paid off that.
That's why niggas watch him.
They get in shape. There's a lot of pros up.
They trying to stay in the loop, bro.
Hey, hold up. Y'all hyping these niggas up. Y'all gonna get one of these fucking YouTubers fucked up, dog.
Oh, yeah.
They're not gonna fight nobody crazy. Hold up. They're not gonna fight nobody crazy.
They're not fighting real boxers. They fighting each other. Like they fighting. You got Nate Robinson, a basketball player, fighting Jake Paul, a YouTuber. They not real boxers.
Yeah, because Logan Paul and Floyd, like let's say the Floyd, like
going pro.
And then the first time KSI
and Logan Paul, they had hair. It is a pro fight. They got pro fights.
Yeah,
all the fights you see them do, that's pro.
Yeah, but I'm talking about.
Hey, Logan Paul and Drake Paul, they damn near real fighters, bro. Y'all don't sleep on them boys. They be training hard, dog.
Renegade. Those fights you see them is pros. No pro fights.
Hey, if you watch them fight, they close. If they not close, they damn near close.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, they could have gave me a bag. I could have did better than what Nate Robinson did, dog.
Shit, good line.
Hold on.
Nah.
Airtime be like,
bro, you finna get knocked out in the jab, bro. This nigga finna jab your ass and knock your ass out, bro.
Ho. I boxed when I was younger, bro. Fuck you mean?
Everybody.
Fuck you mean, nigga? Nah, nigga. I boxed when I was younger, nigga. I got
bro, you boxed when you was young. We all boxed when we was young.
Nigga. No, you niggas didn't, nigga.
We all put some gloves on.
No, you didn't. Trust me. Nah, nigga. Trust me. My shit's
still you boxed perfect. How young was you? How young you was, bro?
8, 9 years old?
Every time would have done better than Nate. I know that. He would have done better than Nate. I bet money on that.
I would have stepped that nigga down. And like I said, I'm a counterpuncher, nigga.
KSI,
I ain't walking in the shit.
If KSI brother did better than Nate, then a lot of us could have did better than Nate. Shit.
No, I'm telling you, bro. Let them numbers come back good, man. Like I'm
you know, KSI's little brother. KSI's little brother hit Jake a couple times.
Hey, but be honest though, bro. Nate, it looked like everybody could do better than him because he tried.
Nate need retired from sports. Nate need retired.
He don't even look like he can fight, bro. He just running, swinging crazy. That's all I see.
Jumping into the punches like he thought he was Tyson or something.
Yo,
not protecting himself, not keeping his hands up. Simple little fundamentals he didn't have, bro.
Let these numbers come back and they be good. I'm telling you, because you gotta understand, bro. Floyd fought that Japanese dude ain't nobody never heard of for a bag. Like Floyd gonna take that fight. Bro.
Oh yeah, you're right. I had some pushback. When I wasn't in the panel, I had some pushback when you said that. But you're right. because he fought that no name
that
Japanese
Japanese
dude.
dude, and then he fought McGregor and all that. Like Floyd.
But look, all
that
Floyd
gets
gonna do,
tricky.
Floyd just gonna label it as an exhibition, so it don't count against his
So it don't
record.
count against his record.
Right, but here's the thing though. That
And-
gets
and-
tricky
and-
because you got like. Here's the thing. The reason why they barely got the Conor McGregor fight like sanctioned.
But you don't have to
Conor
get an
McGregor had-
exhibition sanction.
Exactly.
You don't got
And
to.
you gotta also
Oh.
understand. No, you don't. But you gotta also.
I thought
understand
California.
process.
Cause I thought that Jones and Mike that got sanctioned by California.
Hey, let me tell y'all this, man. If anybody knocked Floyd Mayweather out, that's gonna be the most viral knockout ever, bro. Everybody's waiting to see this man drop, bro. For years, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Boxing always been
Bruh.
on entertainment. On
They just, bro. If Floyd, bro, it don't matter who this man fight. Bro, especially if somebody that got a little bit of name, man. If Floyd and Jake
Floyd
Paul
not gonna
fight
let that
right
happen,
now,
man.
that's gonna be the most viewed fight, bro.
And them dudes got like 30 million subscribers and all that.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Boxing always been on this type of stuff. Because
Bro, if Floyd fights any type of
Yeah,
five people in one
I ain't
night.
going. Floyd could kill. Floyd could kill that man. That's not even. I don't even want to see that.
Yeah,
That's
but why
not-
not just get an easy bag? If he looks
Hey,
good, let's say
I'm not- that's
if
not-
Jake Paul fights somebody else and he knock him out.
Don't sleep on that boy Jake. Now, bro, he knocked this nigga out. Y'all don't see that, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all don't sleep on that boy Jake.
No, but hold on, bro. I will say this about Jake though. I need him to fight somebody his size though. He has
That white boy got some hands, bro.
Hold on. Nate got the same
Hands
size.
as far as the entertainers, dude. If he fought
Nah,
like a real
bro.
boxer, he would get punished.
Jake Paul.
For sure.
Jake Paul.
For sure, but I'm just saying.
Hey yo, that
No,
nigga,
man,
that
nothing.
nigga even wore his jersey.
Mike Tyson was 5'10". He was one
He's
of the
not.
best
Nate Robinson is not Mike Tyson. He has no strategy.
Okay, I'm just saying. You just talk about size though.
No,
The
no, it
size don't have nothing to do with it, bro. Like,
Hey,
boxing
man.
always been on this type of stuff. Because I remember back when George Foreman fought 5 dudes in one night. Then you had Mike Tyson when he was active.
Yeah, Muhammad
When he
Ali
was
fought
active.
Antonio Inoki.
Yeah, he fought them type of guys. And then when Tyson was active, he was all in the WWF and all that. Like, if Floyd was over there when he was active. So, like, boxing is always like that. So, like, don't rule it out that Floyd will fight one of these dudes, man. Like,
No,
especially if these numbers come in.
I
that's
keep telling
good.
y'all, if Floyd fights Logan Paul, it'll do the biggest numbers we've seen in a long time. And people
Who gonna win? Who gonna win?
Floyd
Who gonna
will
win?
Oh, Floyd, hold on. Floyd will win.
It's gonna be staged though. Floyd gonna win, but it's gonna be staged.
Hey, stage
Floyd
do
gonna
not-
win for show or Floyd?
Hold
might
on,
win?
but True to King, that makes it even worse if they can stage a fight and they do bigger numbers than what we see these boxers doing.
I mean, I believe. Listen, it's there. I'm not denying the numbers they're gonna do. But I mean, me personally, I'm not gonna like it because it's gonna be staged. Because realistically, Floyd will kill, like, can legit kill. You know what I mean? And somebody with that, you know what I mean? It's like I don't know. Logan fit.
The older brother is calling out Floyd. The other one, not Jake, but the other one, whatever his name.
Yeah, but that's because he going after the check. If he can pull that one off, he know he pulling in at least 20, 30 mil. He could be the B side. I'm sure he'll be gladly be the B side and take that's where you take a 70-30 split.
money.
I'm
That's
taking
some money.
I'm taking a
You going-
70-30 split with Floyd any day.
Well, it goes Floyd Mayweather, man. Listen. As long as I get
tough.
my bread, as long as I get the biggest
You know?
payday, as long as I get the biggest payday in my life, and fighting. Listen, hey, it is what it is. I'll be the F side. I'll be the F side.
I'm sure.
Don't settle, bro. Don't settle, bro.
Ain't no settle. Listen. If I get the biggest, listen, okay.
If the biggest payday of your life could be a couple of racks. You know what I'm saying?
Not with no Floyd Mayweather.
You get the Z side, you still making money with Floyd.
I'll be a number side. I forget the alphabet, man.
If Floyd Mayweather challenged me right now, I would take it, but just get bread, bro.
Yeah, you go get paid. Look at Marcos Maidana. This dude retired after the
You
Floyd
gotta
fight,
take
bro.
it.
Got retired and got fat. That
This
man
dude
retired and got fat.
He retired in his prime, and you know what I'm saying. Went over there to his country in Argentina, and he a made man over there after the Floyd fight, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'll sell a fight and everything. I talk crazy. I'll be like, I know I'm gonna lose a fight. I'm like, man, listen, that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm a different, you know that saying speech. Everybody fought Floyd. Man, I'm a different breed, man. Listen, I ain't the other four. Like, the number get up every time. I ain't the other 45. I ain't the other 48 fighters. They get their ass whooped.
Yeah, man. Shit, Shannon the Cannon Briggs probably gonna fight Mike Tyson next. Mike Tyson called him out. So that's gonna do even bigger numbers
Hold on,
than
but
the
didn't
boy.
Briggs get beat up by the who did it? What's his
he
name?
he got like three knockouts in a row. He got three knockouts in a row.
No, I'm saying who's the white dude who used to be at the top of the game?
He got beat by
Klitschko?
Yeah, Klitschko got him.
Hold on. Ain't Briggs was on that stuff too though? He got caught on that stuff.
Caught a couple of times.
Yeah, he gotta get off that stuff though. Tyson. That's why Tyson ain't fight Holyfield. Because Holyfield, if you look at, like I said, all this alleged. But if you go back, look at how Holyfield's body was. They didn't get caught doing it. Holyfield didn't get caught doing it, so I'm gonna say alleged. But you look at his neck, his body type. Come on, man, had like no fat in his body, man. That I don't know. That's why Tyson probably ain't gonna fight him again.
Yeah, but he was a workout freak, and he came up from cruiser. He was like one of the best cruiserweights ever. And he came up.
Listen, man.
He was small at heavyweight. Actually, he was a smaller heavyweight, bro.
Yeah, but he wasn't. That man had no body fat on his. But that man was on that stuff, man. Holyfield was a great fighter. I can't take that away.
He looked too pumped up.
Them dude, listen, when all that and Floyd Mayweather, the reason why I know all this about this stuff though, right? About drug testing, because like even I'm watching UFC and all that stuff, and see how people bodies types change and all that stuff after the after Olympic tests and all that stuff. You look at things a lot differently, man. How people, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of the fighters that get busted. I mean, they got ways around it. Like when that Balco stuff was real prevalent, when those baseball players was doing the Balco, and I mean, you had some boxers that got caught with during the Balco investigations and all of that stuff. So like, it's way even now. Like a lot of them use diuretics to mask it after they come off that cycle.
And now they done banned some of the diuretics.
Yeah, they had to, man. Like
it's hard.
Look at this last recent situation, and this all tie back into boxing, man. Like when Canelo got popped for the meat. I think it was meldonium or whatever he was using.
It was a steak. It was a steak or something.
They were saying that the meat was tainted over there in Mexico, but like what the WBC did was basically up the dosages on the dope that they can use, because there was a lot of Mexican fighters getting popped on it. You know what I'm saying? So like they got ways. It's all like
John Jones. Man. Yeah, John Jones. Somehow he beat up. He would like to be banned for like 5 years, 10 years, or something like that. But
yeah, man, it was a clenbuterol. My bad. That's what Canelo was.
Yeah, clenbuterol. Yeah.
And when he got popped, it was like a lot of fighters from over there was getting popped around the same time, because they were saying the meat was tainted. Yeah. So what they ended up doing was they just upped the dosages. They said, "Oh, you ain't got to stop using it because our biggest cash cow in boxing is using it. So we'll just up the dosages and all of that." But it's only for like the Mexican fighters over there. Like Black American fighters couldn't pull. Like they don't give Black American fighters those type of luxuries and stuff like that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even with Tyson Fury, like Tyson Fury got caught using dope, and he got caught on with cocaine in the system before. Like, but they still get this dude break after break after break, and he getting specials on NBC or ESPN, giving them specials about him, you know, losing weight and coming off depression and all that. Like this dude popped dirty twice. Like how is he getting breaks? You know what I'm saying? Like, and now you got this glove controversy, like, and all this stuff going on with this dude. Like, it's always something with this guy. It's always a cloud hovering around this dude. But he continues to get breaks after breaks after breaks. But people shit on Deontay Wilder, and he never really made the claim that his dude was 40 pounds, and that's what weakened his legs. Like, it was alleged, but people jumped all over him. ESPN doing articles about it, but never mentioned Tyson Fury's glove looking like a hamburger helper glove. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they never made mention of none of this stuff. Like, so boxing, it's real racially divided, man. Yeah. And even in
that's how they made their money too, though. So it's like it goes all around, man. That's how it is.
Even in the Nate Robinson and Logan Jake Paul fight last night, like you got a lot of racist trolls all online clowning Nate Robinson because he's black. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he got beat by the Great White Hope. So like, boxing has always been a racially divided sport. Like, you know what I'm saying? Back during Jack Johnson's era, like, you know what I'm saying? That's where the whole term Great White Hope came from, because you had the Black Murderers Row, where you had a lot of those white champions didn't want to fight the black fighters because they was afraid of losing. You know what I'm saying? And then you will have one that'll beat one every now and then. You'll have a white fighter come up and beat a black fighter, and they put this dude on the Mount Rushmore and all this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always.
Hey, let me just tell you this. Hey, just see how the media works, man. The media would love to put any white athletes in the forefront. as the face, whatever.
That's a fact.
Any little white player in NBA, any little white player that come up and they look like they could play, the media gonna jump with them. Highlights after highlights, nicknames.
Look at Luka
You know
Doncic.
what I'm
They
saying?
put Luka Doncic on first team All NBA.
Bro, just think of all these white players that are okay. Even my man Caruso. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at his following.
Everybody
they want
calling
to
him
put
the GOAT and shit.
yeah.
like,
Once that
But that's
it
more
look like
troll.
you somewhat okay.
Troll. That's troll.
That's
That's
just how
more.
it is.
That's more trolling though. That's more trolling though.
Yeah, that was more of a troll.
I'm
That's
telling you,
trolling,
bro.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's trolling, but the Luka
that's trolling.
Doncic situation is not trolling because Anthony Davis should have been on that first team All NBA. Luka Doncic
He was. Every Davis was on that team.
Yeah, he was.
Now, who did they leave off? They left somebody that should have been on there off of it. Like, I understand Luka was an All NBA player, but
Look at balling, bro.
Luka. I understand what you're saying.
Laker fans ain't trolling Caruso, man. They troll him, but they Laker fans. Every Laker fan think he's the best player, bro. Like I'm telling you,
Nah,
he wasn't
they
playing.
appreciate this. Listen, they appreciate Caruso because what he
What
does
you
for
gonna
the
tell
team.
me, bro? I be on Laker Nation every night. I'm a Laker fan. What you gonna tell me? When they just be making fun of him because he bald, but he good, nigga.
Hey, no,
he is good.
Ricky Wiley
is
is. He's right about Tim Tebow. That coverage was ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Skip Bayless pushed that. Skip Bayless on the media was pushing that. He pushed
Nah,
that.
the whole media pushed that. It ain't Skip Bayless alone. The whole media did it.
Skip Bayless is the biggest sports one.
The whole media. The whole media did that, bro. It's the whole
they were
media.
doing it. They were doing it because he was winning. They were doing it because he was winning.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying,
that's my point.
Right.
That's my point. Anybody could win.
Right.
Anybody could win. But here's
the thing. He was already getting promoted by somebody like Skip Bayless. If you have somebody like Skip Bayless promoting you all the time, people gonna know who you are. You know what I mean? That's something like Tim Tebow.
That's just gonna be a plus. That's just gonna be a plus. That's just gonna be a plus. But it still would be that. Tebow still would have been Tebow without Skip Bayless.
I don't know about that. That's not true. That's not true.
What you mean? He's one of the best college players ever. So why not? Why wouldn't he? He's a Heisman winner.
Keep that shit at college because that nigga was trash in the NFL, nigga.
He's a Heisman winner.
That nigga was trash in the NFL, nigga.
He won a playoff game though. He won a playoff game though.
He won one playoff game, and you.
All right, but in that time when he won that playoff game, he was getting hyped. He was getting hyped.
Hold on. Hey, what kind of quarterback you know won a playoff game and the next year he out of the league, nigga?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not getting my point. My point is, Tim Tebow shouldn't have got that much praise. And my point is, he would have got that praise with or without Skip Bayless. Period, bro.
Yeah, he would have.
I'm telling you, bro. He would have.
That's true.
Yeah, you trying to tell me that Skip Bayless is the one that made Tim Tebow?
I ain't saying that now.
It wouldn't be the same, but it wouldn't be the. It wouldn't be the same. That man
I don't remember.
Bro, he was winning games.
One clip of Skip Bayless.
He was winning games. It don't matter. He was winning games. So they're gonna put him up. He gonna win. He was winning games.
You're right.
Listen, Tim Tebow wasn't a first round pick for a reason.
Hold on. First of all,
bro,
it doesn't matter.
Listen, you know what happened with Tebow, bro? You know what happened with Tebow? Tebow, when he wasn't. You remember he didn't start. The crowd made him play, bro. The crowd. I don't remember if Buddy got injured, but I know the crowd was trying to get him to play because what's his name was trash. I don't remember the Denver quarterback, but he was trash, and the crowd was on it. Yo, put in Tebow time, whatever. And he came in, and he started winning. So he's gonna blow up, bro. With or without Skip.
Yeah, I don't think Skip had anything to do. What you gotta realize
exactly.
Tim Tebow was one of the most. Tim Tebow was one of the. No, listen. Tim Tebow was one of the most dominant college players ever. You know, and he won a Heisman. Anybody who wins the Heisman is gonna get.
So that's what I'm saying. The hype coming in. The hype was there.
I agree.
The hype was there, but we eventually knew.
Right, but
eventually we see that he couldn't throw. You know what I'm saying? Eventually we see he couldn't pass the ball.
No, they would see that in college. They would see that in college.
That's why they didn't draft him. Everybody knew he couldn't throw the ball.
But he wasn't throwing the ball in college like that. He was running the ball, bro.
Yes, he was.
He was throwing deep bombs in college. That's all.
He was, but not like in the NFL. Throwing in college and NFL is different.
Throwing
that.
in college and NFL is different. Two different things now.
That's what we saying. We know. Oh, listen, he wasn't a first round pick for a reason because they know that he was not going to excel in the NFL.
Bro, coaches could watch him and just watch his mechanics and watch his mechanics because the NFL, the game is quicker, bro. Them pass rushers going to get there quicker.
No, everybody thought.
You know what I'm saying?
From what I remember, people thought he was going to transition to like the tight end spot or something.
True.
That's what I thought.
That's true.
He would have been better
true.
playing the tight end position, bro, in the NFL.
Right. That's true.
He would have.
But he was stubborn. But he was stubborn to playing that quarterback position, and people was like, "All right, he's not going to last in the league." He was not going to last.
If he would have switched, he would have lasted in the league.
He would have lasted at tight end.
Look at Michigan's quarterback.
Hey, but one thing I ain't gonna do though, I ain't gonna down him though. I'm still gonna give him his props.
No, he was pretty good at wide receiver.
Man, that man was
he's a competitor though. He can't throw, but the man compete, man.
He got a lot of breaks though, man. Like that, the black quarterbacks that do a lot of the same stuff.
Oh, for sure.
They don't get the same breaks. Like this dude got break after break.
We gotta mention that. Shit. I don't think we gotta mention. We know what's popping with that.
Win a playoff game and then he out the league the next year. If he black, he gone forever. It ain't no coming back. He actually got a chance to come back with the Jets and all that shit. Like the
try with the Patriots.
He did come back with the Jets. I remember.
He didn't do shit with him. He didn't do shit with him though.
Yeah, but it's just point of him. Like that's all go back to what I was saying about unequal like playing field, like you know what I'm saying, like that's
come on now. We know what the NFL is.
We know. That's what I'm saying. We know what time it is with that. We ain't got to. We know what time it is with that, bro.
Hey, it was at one point they said they didn't think we were smart enough to play the quarterback position, bro. Come on, dog.
Doug Williams,
we know what's up. Yeah, we know what's up with that.
But you got to get a dude's opportunity though. Like you look at the landscape of football now, the majority of the top quarterbacks are black. You know what I'm saying? So like that whole dynamic changed. Like everything is changing now.
Yeah, that nigga Patrick Mahomes is different, dog. that little red.
Right now, man, I'll take Kaepernick on my Eagles right now.
That little nigga.
Damn, I'll take Kaepernick right now.
Boy, y'all need all type of shit on the Eagles. Fuck out of here.
But he got
bro, Chip, bro. Watch him out, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that now. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
Boy,
don't do that.
Division trash, boy.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. I'm gonna give you a chance.
Hold on.
We talking about
hold on. Brooke,
talk about him. I'm talking about my Eagles, bro. Don't do that, bro.
Oh man, you an Eagles fan.
Your team is trash.
Hey, y'all may not win your division.
Who's your team? Who's your team, bro? Who's your team?
Nigga, we number one in the division. We number one in the NFC.
Y'all not win no Super Bowl.
Drew Brees about to retire, bro.
Hey, who your team? Hey, True, who your team is?
I'm a Patriots fan, so I don't listen.
Fuck out my face, boy. They ain't doing shit.
Hey, I can't say a word about my team.
Let me drop the link for Sly. Hey, salute to Bees.
I can't say anything about my team, bro. I'm a Lions fan, bro. I can't.
Let me give a salute to Bees.
Nigga, hey, they just fired your whole front office.
Hold on, y'all. Let me give a salute to Bees for the $20 super chat.
Shout out.
Appreciate that. I see he's still listening from work, man. Appreciate that.
Hey, this nigga Devontae Adams is a problem,
yeah, he
bro.
killing him, man. He killing him. I'm watching the game.
This nigga Devontae is a problem.
Bro, did y'all see Tyreek Hill today? He had like
200
like
264.
Yeah, 264.
Hey, that nigga number 24 nigga lose his damn job. Boy, they were playing for the Bucks, boy.
Yeah, but
that
no, that's not his fault though, man. That was the Bucks' fault for leaving him on one-on-one island.
Yeah, you got to double Tyreek, bro. That ain't his fault. That ain't his damn fault.
You supposed to always have safety over Tyreek Hill, dog. You got
to double that man.
And that safety, and the safety on the Bucks was horrible, but they had no safety.
Got to double that man after the first 100 yards. God damn.
You see, after he caught the 75,
ain't finna wait.
Ever since then, he should have been double teamed. You don't allow somebody that fast to get one-on-one. But
the thing is, though, they got another speed motherfucker. That nigga Nicole Hardman just as fast.
Yeah, Hardman is too, but like
that
I'm
nigga
saying,
just as fast.
They got too many nuclear weapons.
They got them motherfuckers right there,
it's really
dog.
hard to just zone in because once they started to double team,
that boy gonna pick you apart too, bro. It's hard to play that team, bro.
Like, and then he was
it's hard. It's hard to just double team Tyreek Hill because
because you take him away, they're gonna have something else. Bro. You take him away, Mahomes gonna pick you apart.
Then you got the best tight end in the league on your team still. You got Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tom Brady.
Once they start double teaming Hill, Kelce start eating, and then Hartman start eating, and then Sammy Watkins, who was like the lone man now, people forget he is still a number one receiver. So essentially, you got 4 number one receivers on your team, and then look at the backfield, bro. Like they got the 3 of the top backs, man.
But
like,
then they got Le'Veon Bell and Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Helaire was eating, and then Bell was eating. Like them dudes got too many weapons, man. It's hard to contain all that shit.
The
man.
Bucks almost came back, nigga. They started calling holding on the
that was that
touchdown pass to
play. I didn't
Tyreek
know
Hill.
what was going on.
Yeah,
That touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill on the back foot, bro. That boy threw that shit off the back foot, dog.
Man,
Like
Patrick
that.
Mahomes
Yo, he
is different,
flicked.
dog.
Yo, he
That
flicked
little
that
dude
bit.
is different,
Bro, he
dude.
flicked that bit like
dude
40
is
yards. He flicked
That
it like
dude
40
is
yards.
different, dog. For him to have the
Crazy,
throwing
dog.
power that he has, bro, and
That
like
man
he barely
flicked
be
the
throwing
ball,
the
bro.
ball. That's crazy,
That's
man.
crazy.
Yeah, but you was
Right on the money, dog.
Man. Like he really good because you gotta put Andy Reid in the conversation with the plays.
Oh yeah, I just said that shit, bro.
You gotta have a team around you. Like you look at somebody like Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is a really good quarterback, man, but he don't have the same type of weapons that what's his name got, bro.
Bill O'Brien. I'm still pissed at that nigga. How you trade?
I mean, you look at all these.
How you trade?
Yeah.
How you trade Hopkins, bro? What the fuck is wrong?
I mean,
with
you look at all the quarterbacks.
That man don't need another coach or GM job in the NFL.
How
that's
you trade Hopkins?
Hold on, but that's what I'm gonna say. I don't understand why Lamar Jackson gets so much criticism because you look at all the quarterbacks this year that took huge jumps. Let's look at Josh Allen. He got Stephon Diggs in the offseason. You look at Kyler Murray. He got DeAndre Hopkins in the offseason, bro. It's a lot of it has to do with weapons around you. When you have no weapons around you, like how are you gonna get it to your players? That's why I don't understand why people call Lamar Jackson. He's the running back. He's the running back. What are his receivers though?
Hold up. He do got Will Fuller. He got Fuller and he got.
It's Hollywood Brown. It's Hollywood Brown, the number one receiver on a good team.
No,
on a good receiving team.
I give you that.
Exactly. All right then. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm saying that, Max. The Browns is my team, so
hold on. Are we talking about Lamar Jackson?
No, well, what I'm saying is, I'm kind of saying like it had, like a lot of your success as a quarterback, it has to do with the weapons you have, bro. It's hard.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
No,
yes,
I don't
agree
on that.
Yes, it does.
Yes, man, if Lamar Jackson was a competent passer,
he would be okay. Yes, it does. Even Aaron Rodgers couldn't win without good weapons.
Name me a great quarterback. Hold on.
Listen. Name me a good quarterback. Name me a quarterback that won.
Aaron Rodgers still. Aaron Rodgers still pulling up Hall of Fame numbers without.
No, but did he win any games though? Did he win any meaningful games though? Has he won any meaningful games without weapons though? Did he win any meaningful games without weapons though?
What you mean?
Any meaningful games?
Yes.
No.
Hey,
bro.
No.
Hold on. Time out though. If you would look at those games, like matter of fact, the year, not the year before when they got kicked out, but like a couple years back in those NFC Championship games. If you look at the games Aaron Rodgers be losing, he'd be putting up like 30 points. I mean, what you want to do? Like, which one is do? Like, he can't.
You're making my point. That's what I'm saying. You're making my point. You're really making my point. That's really what I'm saying.
So
you're not winning games. You're not winning games without weapons. Period.
Let me ask you something.
But wait a minute. If he's putting up 30 points, if he's putting up 30 points, losing. If he's putting up 30 points, losing, how is that his fault?
You mean to tell me if you switch Patrick Mahomes and put him on Baltimore in the better team?
I'm not saying they're not a better team. I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes is worse than Lamar Jackson. All I'm saying is weapons make team make.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they. Look, did Tom Brady ever win a Super Bowl without any weapons?
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna give you a good example. Who was the
Name me a quarterback that won a lot of games without weapons. Name any good quarterback.
Hey, bro! You seen Rex?
I'm saying weapons matter.
You seen? Talk about.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying weapons matter a lot. That's all
I'm saying weapons matter because if you look at, I don't think Kurt Warner was a great quarterback until he got weapons.
Exactly. That's why Dan Marino don't have no.
I seen Alex Smith. I seen Alex Smith with some same players that Patrick Mahomes got right now. What are we doing?
Hold on, Alex Smith. Alex Smith is a game manager.
Alex Smith won a lot of games.
Alex Smith is a game manager.
Did he go to the Super Bowl? Even he won a lot of games. Still, he still won a lot of games.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example.
One at a time. Hold on.
Bro.
Answer, I'm gonna give you a perfect example.
Nigga, I seen a team win with no motherfucking weapons, but on defense.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example.
Baltimore Ravens, fuck you,
Who was a better quarterback, Anton?
Yeah, they had Shannon Sharp. Don't do that.
I want you to answer this
I was 50 years old.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp. So what? He was making big play. Hold on. They need a big play. Hold on. Go back to how they were scoring. First of all, when they need a big play, Trent Dilfer throw to Shannon Sharp. Come on,
out of here, nigga.
Come on, man.
Anton, who was the better quarterback? Troy Aikman or Dan Marino? Who was the better quarterback?
Don't do that. Shannon Sharp was making big plays.
Who was the better quarterback? Dan Marino.
Dan Marino got a quarterback.
Exactly.
Oh shit! Hey, hold on, y'all. We got
my thing was. I was about to say my thing was you seen Rex Grossman go all the way to a Super Bowl.
Ooh.
And like
but he had weapons.
The weapons on the Bears.
Oh, but here's the thing though, right?
Who's the weapons on the Bears that Rex Grossman was throwing to?
I mean,
who are these weapons that Rex Grossman was throwing?
Look at the defense.
Who the fuck is Rex Grossman?
Okay, I'm gonna kill that argument. I'm gonna kill that argument right now. I'm gonna kill that.
I can kill that.
I'm about to kill that argument right now. Hold up. I'm about to kill that argument right now. Let me ask you something. Who when we won the Super Bowl in the 2009, the Saints, who was our weapon besides Drew Brees?
Besides Drew Brees?
Yeah, who was our weapons on receivers?
I mean,
Reggie Bush on Graham. Hold on. I'm gonna answer that question. I
wasn't just Reggie Bush.
Hold up, I forgot top of my head.
Hold on.
Can I answer the question?
Devery
I'm about to tell you.
Devery Henderson was.
That is not a fucking weapon, nigga.
So Marcus Grossman was a good
player. Hey, y'all, hold on, slide.
Hold on.
Hold on, one second.
Devery Henderson was a weapon.
Hold on, let's slide go. Let's slide. We're gonna go to slide.
So Marcus Grossman wasn't good. Okay.
Hold on, CA. Hold on,
Marcus
CA3.
Consistent like that?
Yes, hold on, CA3 and Anti. Hold on. We got 3 new people in the chat. We got Sly get his take. And then we got Lee, and then we got Goat Mike who just hopped in. So let Sly get his take off. I know he's been trying to chime in on it. Go ahead, Sly.
Look, the only thing I was going, well, first of all, I don't know what you talking about Kurt Warner not being a good quarterback. That's different. That's a whole different situation. But anyway, what I'm just trying to tell about, bro, is like, look, like some niggas is just like not that dude, that quarterback, man. Lamar Jackson is very athletic. Don't get me wrong, he's very athletic. But at the same time, like, yeah, his throwing ain't like that. Don't get me wrong, like I'll be rooting for black quarterbacks too. But this ain't a Randall Cunningham situation.
I'm still gonna critique your game.
This ain't a Randall Cunningham situation. This definitely ain't a Warren Moon situation. He ain't like Lamar Jackson. Ain't none of that. Like him, Cam.
You want an MVP? You don't want an MVP. You don't want an MVP at quarterback in the NFL, and now be like that. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
Lamar bought that, bro. Lamar bought that. Y'all tweaking now.
That don't make no sense.
Don't even do that.
But y'all still have a
Don't
name.
do that with Lamar.
When them legs give out, when them legs give out, you gonna see when them legs give out. You gonna see just like you saw with Cam Newton.
Them legs give out don't mean he's not good. That don't mean he's not good.
That's my question.
Hold on.
Y'all ain't fair. With Lamar Jackson.
Y'all not being with Lamar Jackson.
No, hold on. When we went up against Tennessee in the playoffs and they boxed his ass, what happened?
Because there was a reason why he lost. Hold on. Let's see. Now y'all being disingenuous. Not being honest. Let's be real. If you're not watching Ravens games, if you're gonna sit there and say it's on Lamar Jackson, I've seen plenty of time. Them dudes, them wide receivers be dropping the ball. They be dropping the
receivers
ball.
lying.
I'm not. That's a fact.
This dude do not know how to throw his receivers open.
That's
lying,
bullshit.
bro.
Hold on. Who's the number one wide receiver on the Baltimore Ravens? Who's the number one wide receiver on the Baltimore Ravens?
Marquise Brown.
Exactly.
It's Marquise Brown.
Marquise
Go
Brown
ahead.
not number one receiver on any good team. He's not number one receiver on any good
Bruh,
team.
they ain't got no receivers, bro. I don't even like Baltimore, but they ain't got no receivers.
Hold on.
Andrews is your best weapon.
Hold on.
And they offensive line fell off this year. I
think if you have a better quarterback, he probably be a better receiver than most.
Name me.
Nah.
Nigga ain't got no quarterback to give him the ball.
Come on, don't do that.
Bro, you hating on my dog Lamar. Yeah.
Hate on Lamar Jackson.
Hey, hold on.
You want an
Lamar
MVP?
wrong,
You
bro.
want an MVP? You want an MVP as a quarterback? Now you don't even make
Yeah,
any
bro,
sense.
you right. And not only that, bro, for a black quarterback, bro. They ain't giving no black quarterback MVP. You can't ball.
Name me an MVP. Name me an MVP quarterback that was not like that. That don't even make any sense.
Hold on.
Name me an MVP quarterback that was not like that.
Let's be facts.
Y'all don't sleep, bro.
Hey,
The
what's going
only
on,
reason
brothers?
this nigga won MVP last year because Patrick Mahomes got hurt. I want to hear that shit, nigga.
Dude, no, he still got
Mahomes
it.
got hurt.
He still
You can
got
say
it.
that about any MVP,
Like
though. That
Patrick
don't really.
Mahomes.
He won
That's not
15
really
games. What are you talking about? He
Hey,
won
what's going
15
on?
games.
They won
He still-
15
he
games.
playoffs.
They
Oh,
won
he still-
15 They won 15 games. They
He
won
won
15
in the
games.
playoffs, nigga.
Won 15 games.
I'm
Same
not
way
even trying to hate
the
on
same way
Lamar,
Cam,
He
the
won
same way
15
Cam
games.
got the
Can't
same way
be
Cam
facts.
Newton got his.
Can't
Like
be
he's a hell of an
Okay,
athlete. He's a
okay,
hell of an
but saying-
athlete.
Hey, at least
saying-
He's a
Cam
hell
got
of
to
an
the Super Bowl.
athlete.
at the
At
end.
least
Right,
Cam
but
got
saying-
to
But y'all
the
had
Super Bowl.
Hey,
he's a hell
brothers.
of an athlete. But y'all know that MVP run. Y'all was top 3 in all defensive categories. You do know that, right?
Facts.
Oh, you
You
need a
do
team
know
to
that,
win.
right?
Here's the
Y'all
thing,
was
y'all,
top
but y'all
3
not
in all-
being.
y'all was
Let's
top
be
3 in
real.
all defensive categories.
Listen, y'all not
But
being
this is what I'm
honest.
saying.
Because
It's
y'all
not like
being
this is what I'm
honest.
saying.
Y'all not
You
being
can't-
honest.
What I'm telling you is
Y'all
you
lying.
can't put
Y'all
Lamar.
niggas, you can't
Y'all
put.
put if you put Lamar Jackson, if you put Lamar Jackson and give him some weapons, right? But you put him on a team where they got to score a minimum of 3 touchdowns and a field goal to win games. You know what I mean? When they defense ain't really like
Not
that,
happening.
they're
Not
not going to be winning games like that.
That's not true. That's
That's
not
not
true.
any quarterback.
That's
That's
not
not
true.
any
That's
quarterback.
not true.
That's
That's not
I
true.
disagree.
Hold on, y'all. Hey, let's hear from.
New people. You got
Y'all
new
really
people.
capping, bro.
Yeah, hold on.
Y'all
Let's hear from Goat Mike. Hey, Goat Mike. Go, Mike. You gotta take yourself on mute, man. You gotta explain this video you just dropped, man.
Somebody was just in a grocery store. Who was that in the grocery store?
That was Go Mike.
I think at the grocery store trying to debate. You about to get kicked out of that bit.
Nah, sir.
All right, we're gonna come back to Go Mike, man. I don't know if he ready.
That man stuck.
What about the one dude with the red suit on?
Yeah, Lee, what you got? Lee, what you got on this?
Hey, what's going on, brothers? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So I've always wanted to chime in when it comes to quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson, or better yet, specifically Lamar Jackson. And just give me a couple minutes, and I'm not going to interrupt any one of you brothers. So I agree that LJ definitely has some work to do in terms of being a prolific passer. I don't think anybody can question that. Does he need to work on his accuracy? Absolutely. Does he need to be better in situational football? Absolutely, he does. But at the same time, even though he has areas and where he needs to be better, this notion that he's not a good quarterback is not accurate.
Who say he ain't a good quarterback?
Wait, hold on.
Who say he ain't a good quarterback?
Hold on, let him finish.
Hold on. Just give me a couple minutes. If you look at the skill players that he has, and somebody had mentioned Hollywood Brown earlier and Willie Snead, there's about, right now, out of 32 teams, there's about 20 to about 22 teams who have a 500 record or better. Now, if you take those 20 teams, the 2 receivers, or better yet, Lamar Jackson's skills wide receivers they would not be a number 1 or number 2 wide receivers.
Thank you.
Right now, that's just a fact.
Thank you.
I
Thank you. That's all I was trying to say. Thank you.
Let him finish.
hold on. Just a couple minutes. That's all I'm asking. They would not be. They would be like Hollywood Brown. At best, will be the third wide receiver.
Exactly.
On a play.
I disagree, but go ahead.
Well, I disagree with me because he's not better. Okay, he's definitely not better than Devontae Adams or Allen Lazard on the Packers. So we can throw that out the window. He's not a better wide receiver than virtually the top three wide receivers on the Chiefs. He's not going to be a number 1 or number 2 wide receiver on the Steelers, the Dolphins, the Bills, the Rams.
He would definitely be a number 1, number 2 on the Dolphins.
I don't know why you make somebody Dolphins trash.
He's not better than Devontae Parker. He's not better than Devontae Parker at all. He's not better than Devontae Parker. No, he's not.
This nigga here, bro. Man, I don't want to hear that, dog. Then on top of that, dude, he got Mark Andrews, nigga. Mark Andrews is the top 5 motherfucking tight end in the league.
Hold on, let him finish. Let
Yo, you
let him finish, because I got you, bro. I got you.
Hold on, man. Hold on,
let him finish. Let him finish.
Hello, brothers. Hold on. I got nothing but love for you, brother. Just let me cook. So he's not. I disagree with you because he's not better. First of all, he's not a better wide receiver. Yeah, I'm still here. Do y'all hear me?
Yep. No, that was just Mike checking his mic. He was just checking his mic. Go ahead.
He'd be a number 1 starter on the Browns.
First of all, he's not better than Jarvis Landry or
Hold on, man. I can't hear.
Bro, hold up. How can we say how he's better? He had a fucking quarterback that give him the ball.
What are you talking about? Hey, yo, you gotta chill out, yo. What do you mean?
Anton, you hate him, bro. You just hate him, bro.
You don't have a quarterback that give him the ball.
You just hate him, bro.
That sounds crazy. Now you
hate him, bro.
They said Marquise Brown. Okay.
I never got to finish. Hold on, brother. First and foremost, in terms of his ability to separate, in terms of him being able to catch the ball, in terms of suddenness, he's not better than Jarvis. Odell, before he got hurt, he definitely.
I know I'm talking shit. The Browns, my team, bro. I'm just talking shit.
No, not you. I know.
Hollywood Brown can't create separation.
The Dolphins, going back to the Dolphins, he's not
Brown
better.
Can't create separation.
He's not better than Devontae Parker. So stop it. He's not
even
better
close. Thank you.
Williams either. Stop.
Thank you.
So, the Dolphins, Bills, Browns, Steelers, Chiefs, Raiders, okay, Rams, 49ers, Seahawks, Packers, Vikings, Saints, Buccaneers. I just named 10 teams. He wouldn't be a number 1.
Bro, he would be the number 3 receiver on the Lions too. He'd be a number 3 receiver on the Lions. He'd be a number 3 receiver on the Lions.
Now, nigga, you the bumped out fucking head, nigga.
Now
we haven't seen
number 3 receiver on the Lions.
We haven't seen Hollywood Brown full potential because he got a quarterback that can't get him.
What are you, dog? Yo,
you're just hating, bro. You're hating.
You're hating.
Yo, you gotta stop capping.
You're capping.
Nobody, you put too much respect. You put too much respect on that man Marquise Brown name.
Nah, you put too much respect on Lamar Jackson name.
I didn't even mention.
Nobody, come on, dog. Nobody look at me as a top tier wide receiver. Stop it.
Hold on, brothers.
This nigga can't even throw the ball down the field.
Stop it. That man not even a top 20, top 30 receiver.
Hold on, brothers. I didn't even mention the Arizona Cardinals with DeAndre Hopkins and Larry Fitzgerald, Christian Kirk.
And Christian Kirk and Andy
I didn't even mention that. So that's 11. That's actually 12 teams Hollywood Brown and Doonerby wouldn't be a number 1 or number 2 on. Now, hold on.
Let me ask you. You didn't mention the Lions. You didn't be number 1 on the Lions either.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Now, let me ask you something about what you're saying.
Hold on.
Let him finish, bro.
I will answer your question after this. This is literally my last statement. I'm almost done. I promise you, brother. I promise. So, at best, when I was mentioning all those wide receivers earlier, there's another element as well. Now, if Lamar can get, with the NFL is trending to a 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 5, 6'6" wide receiver league. It's just trending that way. So if Lamar can get one of these big body wide receivers or a couple of them in a draft, free agency, and he still puts up these numbers next year, okay, how about it? I will agree with you that, okay, maybe he's not that guy at quarterback. But all these other playoff teams that I mentioned, they have legitimate weapons at the tight end and wide receiver position.
And hold on. And you know what else they got?
To receive more weapons than Mark Andrews.
Hey, the NFL been a 6'2", 6'3" man league.
Hey,
bro.
hold up.
It's been that way.
You know, hold up. You know what else they got? Let's take all them 10 teams that you said, right? That they have better receiving cores than the Hollywood Brown. You said 12, right? You right?
12. Correct.
I guarantee you, out of all them 12 quarterbacks, all them niggas can throw their wide receivers open more than Lamar Jackson can, nigga.
You can't throw wide receivers open, bro.
It should be a felony to hate somebody that much, brother.
Hey yo, Anton, I'm gonna kill that right now. Why did Lamar Jackson had to let it? Hold on. Why did Lamar Jackson let it? Hold on. Can I say this? Hold on, can I say this? Then why did Lamar Jackson let the league in passing touchdowns last year if he a bad quarterback? What are y'all talking about? That ain't make any sense.
You know he was not
making no sense. He got a point. He got a point.
Y'all ain't make no sense. Y'all gotta stop
leading
it. Y'all gotta be fair, dog.
Okay. Hey,
y'all niggas, come on, dog. That's like you got. Let's be real. He ain't listen. He is scoring. He led the league in passing touchdowns. But y'all still gonna try to downplay.
He was also like top 10, like deep ball.
We're not saying.
Stop playing with him. Stop playing with that man.
Hold on. We not saying. Listen. No, that's first of all.
You're lying. You're lying.
Listen. We're not saying. Listen. We're not saying.
That nigga can't move the ball with his feet, nigga. Them niggas ain't winning.
No, listen.
Here's a perfect example.
You're lying.
Did you see who
you
Tom
niggas
Brady
dicking for a nigga? That nigga trash, bro.
Did you guys see?
You just hold on. You just said hold on. I got you, Anton. You just said. Oh,
y'all
pissing
me off now with this nigga, bro.
Come on.
Oh yeah. You flip flopping.
Because right now, I tell you right now,
flip flopping. You just said you did. You was like, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying he's not good. And now he trash.
How don't piss me off? Because you compare him to Patrick Mahomes. You compare him to Patrick Mahomes, the luckiest quarterback of all time, being the best situation in his life. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hold on, let's talk about it. Name me a quarterback.
Hey, be careful though.
Name me a rookie. Hold on. Let me explain myself.
Let him I want to hear it. Let him go.
Listen, let's be real. Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback. Let's keep that straight. But let's be real. Name me a quarterback at his talent level that's been a perfect situation than he is in Kansas City. You would one of the best offensive. You were one of the best offensive. Hold on. Let me finish real quick. I'm almost done. Let me finish real quick. Name what quarterback you know that had the offensive mastermind like Andy Reid and the weapons that Pat Mahomes got when they first years in the NFL. Come on, dog. Come on, y'all stop capping.
Exactly. Wait, time out.
Hold up. You still gotta be able to get the ball. Let me interject real quick. No. Go ahead, Tom. You still gotta be able to get the ball to your fucking weapons.
I didn't say he was a great quarterback. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Let me piggyback on that.
Hold on. I have two perfect examples.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me say this right quick and I'm done with it. I guarantee you, if Lamar Jackson was with the fucking Chiefs, that team would not be as potent on offense as it was with that.
That's a lie. You got Andy Reid. Andy Reid as your coach. That's a lie.
Okay. So let me ask you this, then, bro. Let me ask you this. So with all these weapons and all this shit, like he's basically handed this big ass Cadillac car. You know what I'm saying? All right. Number one, like it's not like he just like fell into their laps. Like no, the Chiefs had the motherfucking trade up and buy and you know what I mean, give away shit to get into the position to get that dude. And then on top of that, if what you're saying is true, why couldn't Alex Smith produce these numbers?
Hold on. Y'all ain't proving my point. Y'all still ain't proving my point. I said, name me a great quarterback that's came in the league that was put in the same position with Patrick Mahomes. That's what I
But
said. I didn't say, hey, okay then.
Alex Smith had the
Okay then.
same weapons, nigga.
Aaron Rodgers got picked. Aaron Rodgers got picked in the 20. Aaron Rodgers got picked in the. Come on. Let me finish. Aaron Rodgers got picked in the. Aaron Rodgers got picked in the 24th overall, and he got to sit behind Brett Favre for 4 years. And then on top of
That's
that,
not the same. That's not the same.
Tom Brady got picked in the 6th round. Tom Brady got picked in the 6th round and got set up on the team that had the Patriots had already made the Super Bowl behind Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe was an all-star quarterback, and he was on his way to go to the Hall of Fame. So Tom Brady got put in this situation too.
Hold on. First of all,
and Drew Bledsoe got hurt. So what situations like that.
No, we're talking about
situations like that.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I want to let. I know. Go, Mike. Is your mic working correct? Your mic's messed up.
And then Phillip Rivers got to take over Drew Brees' job.
No, you can't. Let's keep. Hold on. That's a lie, Cap. I specifically said, name me a quarterback that was put in an offense like Kansas City and have one of the greatest offensive coaches of all time. We keep saying you keep talking about whole team. You talk about listen. The main discussion we were talking about. You talking about Lamar Jackson and the weapons he has. I'm talking about name me a quarterback that was put in a position as Patrick Mahomes off the gate when he was on Kansas City.
Tom Brady.
That's a lie. That's a lie, dude. Tom Brady had a defense. That's a lie. I said that. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Hold on.
That's a lie. What weapon? Hold on. Answer me this question. So you trying to tell me? Hold on. So hold on. Let me say this. Let me say it real quick. You trying to tell me that Aaron Rodgers, when he first started, and Tom Brady had better weapons than Patrick Mahomes?
No.
Okay then.
Let me say this real quick.
Hey, hold on. True. You still need somebody who can get
Go,
you
Mike.
the ball,
Your mic is messed
bro.
up.
Yeah, somebody's mic is messed up.
Hey, go, Mike. Go, Mike. You got to fix your mic.
Hey, I don't give a fuck how many weapons you claim you got on offense.
No, that's what we talking about. That's what we talking about.
Why are you talking about if your quarterback can't get you the ball?
Let me say this real quick. Let me just say this real quick. And this is my
riding over a nigga. Right now, if you ask me, Kyler Murray is a better quarterback right now than that nigga, bro.
No. Hold on. Let me say this real quick. Let me say this.
Kyler Murray, he throws the ball way better.
If Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson, then why does Kyler
Tom Brady, you talking about Tom Brady was a game manager. Tom Brady was a game manager in the Patriots, and Aaron. Come on, you still had. Come on, let's be like Tom. When Tom Brady got on the Patriots at the beginning,
somebody got to fix their mic.
When Tom Brady got on the Patriots, he was a game manager. When Aaron Rodgers, he did not have the same weapons or offensive mastermind as Andy Reid. That's a fact. So I don't want to hear y'all just making excuses and be capping. Come on, you name me a quarterback.
We gotta go one at a time. People in the chat saying they can't hear y'all.
Y'all got can you hear me? But they can't hear everybody.
Hold on. Let Go Mike go real quick.
Oh, you out of aisle 6 now, Go Mike?
What's up? What's up, y'all? Go, Mike. Go home, nigga, and talk to us.
Go, Mike. Where you at? You at the grocery store?
I'm at work, man.
Oh, okay.
What's
good?
Talk to us, man.
Hold on. What's good? What's good, Go?
Hey, what y'all talking about, man?
Oh, bro.
Go,
hell
Mike.
Yeah.
Go, Mike. Why you make that video trying to demonstrate what Nate Robinson should have did?
Hey, man. Nate Robinson should have he shouldn't have ran up so much. He ran up on Jake what's the name? Jake Paul. He ran up on him too much. He should have been running up on him like that for real, dog.
So you feel like you could have been better in that situation?
He should have sized him up. He should have sized him up better. He should size him up.
Look, I'm gonna show you what Go Mike said. Hold on.
Or you can't size him up with a short reach. He got a shorter reach.
Hey,
so he got to go in, but he wasn't going in right. He wasn't protecting himself.
Hey, look, I'm going to size him up.
He got to keep it close.
How big he is.
It's not about sizing him up. It ain't about sizing him up. When he was pressing, he wasn't pressing properly. He was pressing, throwing wild punches. You know what I'm saying? He was leaving his face wide open.
If you go press
But
like
that's what I'm
that, man,
saying.
you got to bob and
He
weave
pressed
like
too
Mike
much.
Tyson did. Mike Tyson
Exactly.
was always Mike Tyson was always the shorter fighter in all his fights, but he
go
knew how to
Mike.
get
I don't know.
through
You.
that jab.
I don't know. You can train me, go Mike. I don't know. You can be my trainer, man. You can get me
I
knocked
could,
I
out.
want
I
to see.
could,
I
I
want to
could
see
be
the
gay.
video. I want to see the demonstration go Mike without.
I ain't gonna
Nah, I'm
hold
good.
you.
Hey,
Nigga ain't got no hands.
Go Mike can't be my trainer,
He
man.
said,
That
"Nah, I'm
nigga ain't
What you
got
say,
no
good."
hands.
Anton? What you say, Anton?
You heard what I said,
What you
nigga?
say,
I said you
Anton?
ain't got no hands, nigga. What's up?
I'll fight you, bro.
Hey, you ain't
Hey,
got no hands.
Anton.
You
Anton.
don't want this. You don't want
Anton.
this. You don't want this shit.
Anton. I will
You
call you
too
out, bro.
small.
I
I didn't
ain't Nate
see
Robinson.
your little videos,
Anton.
dog. You
Anton.
ain't
I'm
big.
not Nate Robinson,
You are
Anton.
too small,
Hey,
dog.
look at. Let's see.
I'm not
Small, nigga.
Anton. I'm not
Here
Nate
you go. Look.
Robinson.
Dude, you
I'm not
small,
Nate
nigga.
Robinson, Anton.
You's a child. You's a
Hey,
child, bro.
listen to it.
You
Listen
small.
to
You's a
it.
child, dog.
Hey,
Oh
here it goes
hell
here.
You
nah.
small. You
I'll
small, bro.
for real.
You is too small.
Hey,
Oh hell, that ain't
y'all
this
laughing
shit,
now.
bro.
Boy, I
Y'all
will
laugh,
fuck
bro.
you up. I will
Anton, you want to bet?
Oh
Mike,
You
nah.
want to
That's
bet?
bruh.
I box for real.
No, that
Are you
ain't bruh.
I box for real, Anton. I box for real, dude.
That ain't
Real
bruh.
talk.
That's
Look,
not.
Bro, you ain't
Y'all
serious.
lying.
hold on.
Soldier Boy.
Look, y'all, that's go Mike jab right there. That's a good.
Y'all
Yeah,
lying. That ain't
fuck
go.
you up.
That ain't go Mike, bro.
That
You
is
up,
go
big Mike.
Mike.
Let's go,
God,
Mike.
That is me, nigga.
bro.
That's his
Keep my
jab.
language, bro.
Hey, your form look like Soldier Boy form in
Bro.
that video you put up.
You is trash,
Bro, you
boy.
jabbing
My
with
form
your
better than Nate
elbow,
Robinson.
bro. You
Mine
jabbing with
better
your
than Nate
elbow,
Robinson,
bro.
though.
Bro, I saw you jabbing with your elbow in the
Bro,
first,
what
the first part, bro. I
Nate
saw that.
Robinson, though.
Bro, tell me I ain't
I'm
see
better than
that,
Nate
bro.
Robinson, though.
Bro, bro, play it back, play
I'm
it
better
back,
than
bro, play it back. He jabbing with his
what?
elbow, bro. Bro, play it back. You would, bro, play it
Hey,
back. Play.
Hey, go Mike.
I
Go
swear, all
Mike.
the way. Look,
hey,
he was like, look. That's
Jake
hey,
Paul.
hey, Lamont. Hey,
Jake Paul
Lamont.
would have
Hey,
smoked your ass
Lamont.
like a lot of dick balls,
Hey,
nigga.
Lamont. Hey, Lamont.
Yo, what
Hey,
up?
hold on, y'all.
Go,
Lamont.
Mike.
Lamont.
Go, Mike. I
Y'all,
will
hold on,
fuck you
y'all.
up,
I can't
dude.
hear Lamont. Hey,
Hold
Lamont.
on. Yo, what's
How
up,
much?
go
How much
Mike?
want to bet? How much want to bet if I went against Jake, I'll beat him? How much I want to bet?
That man would
Chill,
smoke your ass like a
yo,
dick
go
ball.
Mike,
How
chill,
much?
go Mike.
Huh?
Chill, go Mike. Chill, go
Jake
Mike. I
Paul
don't
would
want you to
smoke
get
you
How
hurt,
much?
like
How much
man.
want to bet? I'll beat Jake
I don't want you to get
1-on-1.
hurt.
Bet
Chill,
y'all.
chill, go Mike. We
man.
care
That
about
man
your
would
safety.
smoke you like a
Bro,
lot of dick
I'm not
balls,
Nate
brother.
Robinson though, bro. Hey,
Look at
hey,
this
bro,
nigga
I box for a
uppercut.
living, dude. I box for real, dude.
Hey,
I box for real.
I don't know.
I really,
hey,
bro.
hold up.
Nate,
Hey,
bro, me
Lamont,
and Nate
I
ain't
don't
the
know.
same people.
Hey, your guard down the
Lamont,
whole
rewind that
time.
Y'all
shit,
want to
bro.
bet?
Your guard down the whole time. You not.
Hey, Mike.
Lamont,
Based off
rewind
this,
that shit, nigga.
based off this video, my nigga, you would have got
This
smoked like
nigga,
a lot of
look at
dick
his
balls.
uppercuts.
You want
Look
to
at his
bet?
uppercuts, bro.
Who want to bet?
Look
Want to
at his
bet?
This nigga,
uppercuts.
Who want to
that
bet?
man slap boxing.
Hold up, bro. Look at
Who
his
want to? Who
uppercuts.
want to
Hold up.
bet?
Look
Who
at
want
that.
to
Hold
bet?
on, hold
Who
on,
want to
hold on.
bet?
We're gonna break it down.
Who want to
Hold up.
bet?
That's
Who
That
want
nigga
that
look
bet?
like that.
Hey,
That nigga
hold
look
up,
like
y'all.
a
Hold up,
kid
hold
that
up.
got to
Hey,
play
hold up,
with some
y'all. Hold up, hold up.
guards.
Who want
Look at
that
his
bet? Who want
uppercuts.
that bet?
Look at his
Anton?
bruh,
uppercuts.
Anton
you
want
look
that bet?
like, hey,
Anton want
hey,
that?
you know, you passing through the
Anton want
club, you
that bet?
passing through VIP. Hey, you
What
look
you
like
want
you
to bet,
passing through
Anton?
VIP giving daps, nigga. You giving daps, nigga.
Anton,
That ain't jack.
Anton,
Those aren't punches, nigga.
Anton.
Those are.
hold on,
I'll
hold on,
take
hold
I'll
on,
take all
Uppercuts,
bets.
bro.
hold on.
I'll take all bets in
We gonna
Dallas,
let
bro.
go.
I'll take all bets.
Hold on, we gonna let
Who
go
wants
Mike
smoke?
explain. Go Mike, you gotta
Let go,
explain
Mike.
what
Explain.
That
go
nigga
ahead and explain what's going
Huh?
on in this video, go Mike,
Look
so
at
they know
this nigga.
better.
Let me
Hold up.
explain.
No,
Let me explain,
don't go
Lamont.
back.
Hold
Don't
on,
go
Lamont.
Anti,
back.
hold on, Anti, let him
Lamont.
go. Go ahead, go Mike.
Okay. Let me
Hold on, we gonna
explain
break it down.
something.
We're gonna break it down from the beginning. I want you to tell us what you're doing in each part of the video.
That nigga look like a
What
cat
you doing
playing with
right
some
here? What
guards.
you doing right here? Yeah.
Basically, okay. So basically, with that stance I'm showing you right there, is that I use that stance. I use that stance for confusion. I use that for confusion. I confuse that stance. I'm not gonna stay in that stance all fight though.
Yo, go Mike.
Hey, I ain't gonna stay in that stance the whole fight though. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna confuse you with that stance. I'm gonna confuse you with that stance.
Go, Mike. Go, Mike. Go, Mike. Of course not.
Hold on. Let go, Mike. Explain. Hold on. Let him go ahead and explain. Let him finish explaining.
Hey.
Hold on. Go, Mike. What is that?
Stance for confusion.
Hold on. Go, Mike. What was that?
I use that stance for confusion.
Hold on, Mike. Go, Mike.
Y'all want to bet? Y'all want to bet?
Go, Mike. Go, Mike. What is this right here?
Somebody might clickety clackety in.
Go, Mike. What is that?
Hey, y'all.
Go, Mike. Funny as a mom.
Go, Mike. What is that?
Hey, Lamont. Ask the panel who wanna bet me that that I can beat Jake 1-on-1.
Hey,
Who want that bitch?
I take that.
I got 1,000. I got 1,000 on Jake.
Who want that?
I got 1,000 on Jake.
Who want that bet?
I bet my social security card.
Peace out, y'all, man. Peace out, y'all, boy. I'm about to
I'll take
hop
all your
off.
money.
Hey,
I'll
I
take
just
all your
gotta say
money.
this. Just gotta say this.
Thanks
Hey,
for
Jalen
hopping
Brown.
in.
I just gotta say before I
What
get
they
off. I'm
gonna
finna
say?
hop off.
Hey,
I'm
Lamont.
just gonna say this.
Hey, Lamont.
Hey, Jalen Brown
Hey,
is
Lamont.
better than
Hey, Lamont.
what's his name?
What they
What's
gonna
that?
say?
What's that?
Oh,
Hey,
you out of
Lamont.
pocket.
Tatum.
Hey,
Now I'm saying
hey, Lamont.
that was itching me. I had to say that. I had to let y'all know that. Jalen Brown,
Hey,
Tatum
hey,
ain't got
hey,
nothing,
Lamont.
bro. He
All right,
gonna
Hey,
that
Lamont.
jump shot's gonna be brick in the playoffs, and
Hey.
that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's
What
it.
they gonna say if I
Hold on,
win?
let go Mike
What they gonna
finish.
what they gonna say if I beat Jake 1-on-1? What they gonna say?
You ain't gonna beat him.
Never fight him though, bro. Like you will get smoked like a pot of neck bones, my nigga.
Yo,
If I beat Jake 1-on-1, what y'all gonna say? Who gonna get smoked?
First of all, I wouldn't even waste
I
my
ain't never
time
got
with you,
whooped.
nigga. Listen,
I ain't never got whooped in my life, dude. I ain't never got whooped, dude.
First of all,
I ain't never been whooped, dude. I ain't never got whooped. Never.
First of all, we gonna have to check you for
I fight, bro. I
steroids.
fight for a living, dude.
That nigga ain't never been in no fight, bro. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, I have, dude.
Hold on, go Mike.
lying,
Can you finish?
son.
Go Mike. Can you finish breaking this video down for us? Because they can't hear
So
the
basically,
Yo,
so basically, what
I know
I'm
you look
doing
like a
is
Street Fighter character in that stance.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that stance for
Hold on,
confusion.
Sly. Hold
I'm
on.
gonna confuse that stance. I'm gonna use that stance to confuse my opponent. I'm gonna confuse my opponent with that stance. So what's gonna happen is, hold on, let me finish. So basically, when I'm in that stance, you're gonna think as an opponent that he gonna stay in that stance. But then once you swing, I'm gonna knock you out. Point blank. Period. I'm gonna knock you out. That's just me.
I'm a counter.
And I ain't running either. I don't do no running.
Nah, go Mike. Go Mike.
I don't do no running.
No, go Mike. In that stance, you gonna be confused. You gonna be confused where you at after you get knocked the fuck out.
Hold on, I'm trying to see these uppercuts right quick, bro.
What's going on, y'all?
Stop it. I'm trying to see these uppercuts.
He used his elbow to punch, bro. Look at he used his elbow to punch.
Come on,
Hey, go Mike.
Ain't no hips in your
Hold on,
power.
let Jeremy. Hold on, Jeremy Washington got a question for Go Mike.
Hey, go Mike.
What was that?
You're not even beating that shadow you boxing right now with that stance. And how you
I'll be. You want to bet, dude? You want to bet?
I'm not gonna bet.
Go Mike.
I'm not gonna bet.
Yeah, because you weak. Because you weak. Because you weak. Because you weak, dude. Because you weak.
Hold on.
Y'all weak, bro. Y'all ain't gonna bet. If you ain't gonna bet, then watch your mouth.
Let him respond. Go Mike.
Hold on. Go
Let
Mike.
him respond. Go Mike.
He ain't gonna bet. He ain't gonna bet because he don't want to smoke. He ain't gonna bet.
Go Mike.
Hey, you finna break it down the video, bro?
Hold on. Let me respond to Go Mike right quick, y'all. That little reverse psychology kid stuff that you doing, that don't work on me, bro. You ain't gonna bet. You ain't gonna bet because you weak. That don't work on me, bro. You gotta try something better than that. That's all I got to say about that one.
Let me give you some pointers, bro. Open your hips up first of all, nigga. You ain't got no torque behind your punches at all.
First of all, put your guard
What
up.
you doing?
Put your guard up for one. Your guard all jacked up, man. You gotta put your guard up, man. Put your dukes up. Put your dukes up, man. Put your dukes up, man.
Hold on. At least Go Mike out here trying though. This is probably more work than Nate Robinson put in.
He not. No, he not.
No.
Because he got Jake Paul swinging at him. That motherfucker in his house and looking at the mirror. That man look like a cat playing with
Looking at your
yarn.
stance, bro. Looking at
Man,
your
listen,
stance.
if you fight Jake Paul,
all I would have to do is sidestep you to the right, nigga. Bow. It's over.
yeah, man, you wide open, man. You
You
wide
coming
open.
straight.
I'm gonna Go Mike. What would you do if he sidestepped you, Go Mike?
Oh God.
Can't do nothing. Shit is
He
over.
would be confused. He would be confused, so he wouldn't sidestep him. He would confuse him with that stance he's doing. Y'all didn't hear Go Mike when he was explaining that to y'all?
Go Mike, can you hear? Are you still there?
Straight forward. I would sidestep him to the right. It's over.
Brad,
One hit. It's over.
So somebody must have knocked out Go Mike, bro. He not in the chat no more.
Go Mike, his mic is messed up.
He must have got knocked out or something, bro. Somebody must have knocked him out, bro.
Nah, he finished that cigarette on his lunch break.
Look, Darren Hampton silly.
I don't go Mike. You ain't smoking no cigarette on your break, man.
Hey, Lamont.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, Lamont.
Yeah, what's up?
So real quick, I'm about to head out. I have nothing but love for you guys. So real quick, I just wanted to say this going back to Lamar. This was going to be my final point for True to King and Anti. So in reference to the quarterback play, and how much wide receivers matter. Look at the weapons or lack thereof that Tom Brady had last year to this year, and then look at the weapons or the one weapon that Deshaun Watson had last year, and look how he's doing this year without him. That's all I'm going to say.
I feel you.
Hey, don't do that no more, Lamont.
What?
Hey, I know this though.
Don't put that nigga video on the thing no more, dog.
Hey yo,
Don't do that no more, dog.
can we talk about? Hey, can we talk about? Yeah.
All right, now back
Patriots
to
did
this. Get back to this football
Hey,
situation.
go,
You know
Mike.
what,
Hop
bro?
back in when your mic fixed. When you fix your mic.
You know what, dog? I'm gonna give you another example. Look at
Okay.
all that talent. Look at all that talent Tom Brady got in Tampa Bay. And what he doing with it?
Hold
What
on,
he
to be
doing
fair,
with it?
okay, I'm gonna give you that's a good point. But to be fair, that man's
What he
old,
doing
man.
with
But what did he
This
do?
man's
What did
old.
he
He
do
old though.
last year when he didn't have those weapons?
He did worse than he
That's
did
what I'm
worse.
saying. He didn't have those weapons
neither.
last year.
Ain't do
Ed
shit last year
time,
neither.
Ed, I ain't make no excuses, but you gotta put in
And
context.
what?
The man
And hold up,
old. The man
hold up.
old
What,
though.
I
The
give
man
you that. And
old.
what? But what I'm telling you is this, bro. You can put Lamar Jackson in that same Tampa Bay offense. I guarantee you,
That's
he
not.
won't get
Come
them niggas
on,
the
man.
ball. I
That's not
guarantee
true,
you,
dude.
they won't
That's
get. He
not
won't get them
true.
niggas the
That's
ball,
not
bro.
true. That's just
All right.
lying. That's
Wait
just
till he
lying.
gets some weapons. Wait till he gets some weapons. We're gonna see then. It's
He
all right.
got
Listen, he got.
weapons.
We gonna
He
see.
doesn't.
We just
That's
gotta
not.
wait and
That's
see.
Man,
that's
he
not
got
Deshaun
weapons, bro. Y'all
Watson.
niggas tripping, bro.
Deshaun Watson's a perfect example of this because he doesn't have weapons anymore. And look at the
I don't.
Texans'
Hold
record.
up. I don't agree
That's
with you
all I'm
on that.
saying.
He got Will Fuller and he got Brandon Cooks. I don't agree with you on that.
No. Will Fuller. No, I don't agree with that.
Brandon
I don't
Cooks
agree with
and
you,
he got Brandon
Anton.
Cooks.
Will
Man,
no,
y'all
I don't agree
tripping,
with you.
bro.
Will Fuller is
You
a good wide
tripping.
receiver, but
Brandon Cooks not a good wide receiver.
He said, "I fight for real. I bet
Is
y'all
Brandon
money."
Cooks not a real? I'm not worrying about no GOAT, Mike. Dog, that boy can't fight, man. Fuck that little dude.
What we
Back to
gonna
this.
bet? Who you fighting? What we gonna bet?
He definitely don't want to fight me. That nigga is too small.
That
I'm
nigga
be
kissing
real
the
with you. Fought.
librarian on his thumbnail picture.
Hey,
That nigga is too small.
hey, go, Mike. Listen, if you fight Jake Paul, man, I'm signing a petition, man. We stopping that
Yeah,
immediately.
we
When that
stopping that
fight, man.
immediately, nigga. Yeah, I'm
I
throwing
care
in the
about your
towel.
health. I care
I'm
about your
throwing in the
health,
towel
man.
before
We
y'all
care.
even throw. Yeah,
We care about your health,
before you even
go,
throw
I'm
a
man.
not
punch, bro.
stopping nothing. I'm gonna let you do it. Go ahead. Go ahead. End up just like
said,
Nate
"Fuck it,
Robinson.
nigga."
For real.
said,
That's
"Fuck
your
it, nigga."
choice as a man. Go ahead.
Yo, go Mike make a whole video. Go Mike make a whole video after the fight, though. Go Mike make a whole video after the fight. He ain't gonna be like Nate Robinson. He make a whole video. See what happened was, man. Listen, I got caught. I mean, you know what I mean.
Hold on, y'all. Hey, back to the NFL, bro. This is my thing with Lamar Jackson, bro.
Okay.
When Lamar Jackson gets in trouble, when you a quarterback, dog, your most precious thing is that pocket. The minute he gets in trouble in that pocket, he don't know how to step up, bro. The first thing he know is flee. He don't know how to look down the field and get his receivers open. The first thing he know when that pocket like, oh, go. You can't win like that, dog.
What receivers does he have though?
Nah, his receiver be dropping the
Like
ball.
I tell you, he got Willie.
What receiver?
This dude,
You're
he
not.
got Willie Snead and he got Hollywood and Mark Andrews.
So Willie
Snead.
So Willie Snead and Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews is a top 5 tight end in the league right now.
Hold on. Let me talk. So is Marquise Brown and Willie Snead a top 2 receivers on any good team?
How would you know, dog? If you ain't got a quarterback,
you know what you know.
Mark Andrews a starting tight end. Andrews a starting tight end for a lot of teams, though.
That's a tight end. You're tight end.
He's a top 5 tight end in the league.
You're tight end.
Hold on. You talk about wait a minute. You talk about that's a tight end. But can you name me any Pro Bowl wide receivers that Tom Brady had when he won all his Super Bowl rings? No, but you can name me Gronkowski, right?
He never had.
So you know what I'm saying?
I can name you. I can name you Wes. No, hold on. I can name you. I can name you Wes Walker, and I can name you. I can name you Randy Moss.
Yeah, that year they went undefeated. That year they went undefeated. That year they went undefeated, but they didn't win.
But Wes Walker is better than anything I
and they didn't win. And Tom Brady broke records when you find.
What about Wes Walker?
Superstar, he broke records.
What about Wes Walker?
No, but here's the thing, though. Going back when I said one about having.
Who else did Wes Walker? Wes Welker had the opportunity of playing with 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks, and when Wes Welker left, Peyton Manning and Tom Brady You saw what he did. Nothing.
Trash.
He wasn't doing
anything. I'm gonna kill that point. But I'm gonna kill that point though.
Answer the question though. Answer the question though. Was he a Pro Bowler though?
Not when he left.
No, but when he was with Tom Brady, was he a Pro Bowler? When he was with Tom Brady, was he a Pro Bowler?
Because
Exactly. All right then.
Hold on. Let's be fair though, right?
Okay, what Pro Bowl wide receivers did Russell Wilson have when he won the Super Bowl?
What Pro Bowl wide receiver did Russell Wilson? He had a elite defense. You either win with a
for him.
Nah, because he had a Legion of Boom.
Marshawn
Lynch. You're not winning a Super Bowl.
Marshawn Lynch was running over everything.
If you're not winning a Super Bowl without hold up. If you don't have, because he had a once in a generation type of defense. That's why he won.
And this is what I'm saying.
But Doug Baldwin,
Lamar Jackson. When you talk about Lamar Jackson,
Doug Baldwin is better than any receiver that Lamar Jackson.
I'm just talking about weapons. I'm just talking about him. I would take Hollywood Brown over.
Because he got hurt. That's why he got hurt.
I would take Hollywood Brown over Doug Baldwin.
He got hurt.
I will.
Golden Tate.
You're out of your mind.
I got a question, bro.
My point is when your boy Lamar Jackson had that MVP season. When your boy Lamar Jackson had that MVP season, y'all had the #1 defense, and y'all were top of the league in rushing. You had the #1 rushing attack, and you had the #1 defense. That wasn't off of his pass. That wasn't off his passing shit.
Right, but slide though.
Wasn't his slide? Wasn't off his
hurt. Mark Ingram got hurt though.
It's the same shit. It's the same shit with Ryan. It's the same shit with Ryan. It's the same shit. Let me finish this point, and then y'all got it. It's the same shit with Ryan Tannehill in Tennessee. That nigga is not a good quarterback, but that nigga has Derrick Henry and
that nigga has Derrick Henry. He got some good pieces around him. He got quarterback. He got Jonnu Smith. He got some. Ron Tannehill been a good quarterback since he was in Miami Dolphins.
Even AJ Brown is way better than any receiver that.
Darren Taylor is a good quarterback. You reaching.
AJ Brown had a 1,000.
You just said Hollywood Brown is straight trash.
AJ Brown is not Marquise Brown's not on AJ Brown's level.
Hold on. Let's hear from Nicholas Smith real quick. Hold on. We got Nicholas Smith. We got Nicholas Smith in here on the chat.
AJ Brown had 1,000 yards season last year. Put respect on his name, bro. AJ Brown had 1,000 yards.
What the new guy got to say, bro?
Oh, let Nicholas talk.
Oh, we got Nicholas Smith. Hey, Nicholas, what you got on that?
Hey, what's good, y'all? This is ABL. Hey,
what's good, man?
Hey, ABL. Why you hating on Lamar, bro?
I'm not, bro. Oh my God, dog.
No, but let me.
Not hating
all right, let me tell you. Let me ask you.
Let him talk. Let
me ask you something, Anton. You said he got weapons. Hollywood Brown. We already discussed him earlier. You said Mark Andrews is a top 5 tight end.
Yes, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Is he better than George Kittle? No. Is he better than Eric Ebron? No. Is he better than Travis Kelce?
He better than Eric Ebron.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yes, he better than Eric Ebron. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
I know how bad Eric Ebron is. I'm a Lions fan. He's the best. He has the worst hands in the league.
He don't play for y'all no more.
He hasn't played for y'all no more. Bro, you know how many times. You know how many times he got targeted to get that Pro Bowl that he got with the coach? You know how many times he got targeted? He got targeted hella times. His target ratio was bad. He played for the coach. He's not that good. I know he plays for the Steelers now. He had one Pro Bowl season.
He bought.
Mark Andrews better than
Mark Andrews is better than that. Not right now. Mark Andrews is better than that.
Is he better than Zach Ertz? No.
Yes, nigga, fuck you, man. Oh, you got, hey, yo, shut your chair down. Shut your chair. Yo, you out of pocket. Now you trip on that. You trip on that. You say he's better than Zach Ertz.
I would put him better than Zach Ertz.
Come on, you out of pocket on that one. You draw.
He's definitely better. He's definitely better than Eric Ebron, though. That shouldn't even be a
You drawing as Zach Ertz. You pushing with Zach Ertz, though.
He got hurt.
Anti. Tell me to run it back.
He's better than Zach Ertz right now.
Compared to Alvin Kamara. That y'all got.
Alvin Kamara, you talking about?
No, I said, tell me the running back Lamar Jackson has that compares.
Y'all got Mark Ingram, nigga. What you mean?
So you telling me Mark Ingram
better than Alvin Kamara? That man having a bad year. That nigga having a bad year. You lying? You lying? You know why? He been hurt. That's why he been having a bad. He's a hater, man.
You hating, man. That boy can't
Anti,
throw
you
the
sit
fucking
here.
football.
Hey, remember I cooked your ass on the site.
Anti, you cooking shit,
Anti,
nigga.
you just capping, bro.
You ain't cooking shit,
You
nigga.
capping, bro. You capping, dude.
No capping nothing. That dude cannot throw the football, dog.
Y'all praising the quarterback that been in the perfect situation I've ever seen in NFL history. But like, come on, man.
Dude,
Like,
I told
don't
you,
understand that,
Alex
bro.
Smith had these same weapons, and
And he was
wasn't doing
still winning
shit with
11
them.
games consistently. He
He
had
wasn't
3
doing
11 game
shit
winning
with
seasons
them.
with the
Alex
team.
Smith,
He had
hold on.
3
You
11
talking
win
about
seasons.
yo?
He had
Why
3
y'all
11 win
MVP?
seasons. He had
Was he
3
winning
11 win
MVP?
seasons with the team.
Was he winning MVP?
Go Mike back.
I don't give. He's not Patrick
Oh
Mahomes.
God.
We know this.
Hold on.
He
Go
still
Mike.
had 3 11 win seasons. That's
Go Mike.
impressive.
Go Mike. They
That's
was
hard
talking
to
crazy
do.
when you left. Go Mike.
What are you talking about, bro?
Go
Hey,
Mike.
go Mike.
You're
Go Mike.
hating,
Somebody.
bro.
Go Mike need to go back to work, dog, with that fucked up form he got.
Somebody said. Somebody said that girl you kissing on your profile pic looked like the white girl from Scooby Doo.
Damn.
No, don't talk
Velma.
about it.
Don't
Talk about his girl, bro. Don't talk about his old lady.
Nah, that's his girl. We gonna do that. We can't do that.
I want to get back to Lamar Jackson. Y'all keep cutting nigga off on this shit, dog.
We ain't cutting nobody off.
No, but answer his question.
Hold on,
Answer.
right now. Hold on, right now.
Hold on, let him talk.
Right now, who you taking, Kyler Murray or you taking Lamar Jackson?
I'm taking Lamar Jackson. I don't care.
I'm taking
That's
Kyler
debatable.
Murray.
That's debatable.
I'm not mad at
that.
that.
I'm not
I'm
mad
taking
at that.
Kyler Murray. I'm taking Kyler
I'm
Murray
not mad
right
at
now,
that.
nigga.
I'm taking
I'm
Lamar
not
Jackson.
mad.
Kyler Murray
I'm taking
right
Lamar
now.
Jackson.
That's debatable.
I'm
I'm
taking
not
Lamar
mad at
Jackson.
that.
Murray right now.
I'm
Kyler
taking
Murray
Lamar
got a
Jackson.
better receiving
Hey
core
guys.
than Lamar.
I'm taking Lamar Jackson.
Period.
Period.
Hey guys,
I don't care.
weapons matter. And
Weapons
look,
do matter.
Hold on.
earlier,
I'm not saying weapons don't matter.
Yeah, and
But
Kyler still. And
you
Kyler Murray
have to
still
have
has
a quarterback that can get you the ball, bro.
No, you don't. You don't. You need.
need
Anti, listen to this.
You need
No, but
both.
Anti, listen to this. Anti, listen to this. But Kyler Murray still has the same record that Lamar Jackson has right now with the number 1 receiver in the team. What are you talking about, nigga? Exactly. Still has the same record as Lamar Jackson right now.
Who got the better defense? Who got the better defense?
Cardinals.
That defense been shaking.
Hold on. CA3 and Anti. We could just have a head-to-head debate just to get it over with.
Man.
What are we debating?
Anti, you finna get cooked again, bro.
And Lamar Jackson
what are we
is Lamar
debating?
Jackson overrated. Basically, the debate might be like Lamar Jackson overrated or not.
Nah.
Look at the Texans' record when DeAndre Hopkins got traded for no apparent reason. Look how bad Deshaun Watson struggled. And you said, you said Will Fuller is the number 1. No, he's not. He's a good receiver.
I never said he was the number 1. I didn't say he was the number 1. I said he was a good receiver. I never said he was the number 1.
He's good. He's
good.
He's number 3.
I said
it's a huge drop off between him and Deshaun.
I said you have Fuller and you got Brandon Cooks over there.
Yes, those are
Brandon Cook is not the same cobalt receiver he was.
Brandon Cooks fell off. Brandon Cooks fell off.
No, Brandon Cooks ain't fell off, dog. Y'all stop it, dog.
Brandon Cooks fell off when he got knocked out.
Look at his production.
Anti, that man ain't been since he got knocked out in the Super Bowl.
His production,
for real.
He has.
I think his production.
Will Fuller and Brandon Cooks, they are 2 very good number 2 receivers. They're not number 1 receivers.
Yeah, Brandon
Cooks ain't no number 1 no more. He ain't a number.
They're not number 1.
They're
number 2.
Drop off
They're good number 2.
DeAndre Hopkins and Will
good
Fuller.
number 2s at best.
We talking about Lamar. We talking about Lamar Jackson throwing ass.
Nigga, put Lamar on your team, Anti. I bet he do better.
Why would I want him?
So you saying Taysom Hill better than him?
No, we got somebody that can do the shit that he do with Taysom Hill, nigga. What you mean? We got somebody that can do the shit that he do with Taysom Hill.
Hold on. This is what I'll say.
And if you ask me, Taysom Hill can throw the ball better than that nigga.
This is what I was saying in reference to Lamar Jackson.
Hey, get Anti, bro. You got to get him.
You shut your channel down.
Hold on. Anti, do you want the head-to-head debate?
Ain't nothing to debate, Lamar, dog.
He said Taysom Hill better than Lamar Jackson.
First of all, all this is
Taysom Hill.
Because you got to look at it like this. Look at it like this. If you the Ravens, what?
If I'm the Ravens, here's this upcoming draft and this free agency is going to be fire in terms of wide receiver talent. If I'm the Ravens,
they got to get Jalen Waddle.
Free agency,
they got to get somebody.
What does it matter?
Hold on. One of the best receivers in football is playing right now, and he's miserable on the Chicago Bears. Allen Robinson.
Robinson.
If I'm the Ravens, I'm doing everything in my power to get him as the number one wide receiver and draft a couple more in the draft. You need those
and a running back. They running back and they line fell off too.
Yeah, they line is terrible now.
Hey, Anton. So the same dude. So Anton, so the same dude that you said can throw better than Lamar Jackson, the same dude that had 78 passing yards today in the whole fucking game.
That's exactly what he said.
He's better throwing Lamar Jackson.
That's exactly
what
he
said.
Hold on.
What he had last game? What he had last game?
Nigga, that's one game. There's no.
Okay, when you talk about one game, fuck you. Man, that man played the Falcons.
Yeah,
that man played the Falcons.
Yeah, he played the Falcons.
Like, come on.
Hold up, the Falcons. Did the Falcons not just blow out the team that beat Patrick Mahomes and them today?
The Ravens.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah,
what the fuck you talking about?
Oh yeah.
What you talking about, nigga?
Everybody,
that was off day. That was off day. Somebody had COVID.
Yeah, but when you look at Taysom Hill in his first start, bro, he had a good first start, but
but for real,
information on him now. So on the second start, he didn't do it.
He threw for 78 yards.
Because now you
Lamar
got
Jackson not throwing no fucking 78 yards.
We didn't even have to do. He didn't have to do too much of nothing with that trash ass offense Denver had today. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Bro, Denver played with no quarterback, nigga. They might as well had you out.
Exactly.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. No, there's no good throwing quarterback that's throwing for 78 yards. I don't give a damn.
Man, fuck out of here, nigga.
No,
hey, I take that nigga over Lamar Jackson. No throwing.
Yeah, you're capping.
That sounds like Tim Tebow shit. That's what Tim Tebow used to do. Shit like that.
That's what Lamar Jackson doing, nigga.
No, he don't. No, the fuck he not.
No, he don't.
No, he
don't, man. You out of pocket, man.
Hey, Anti,
y'all niggas out of pocket for believing in that dude like that.
Hey, Anti, y'all Saints gonna win the Super Bowl this year?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
I still got to see something.
What you got to see?
Don't worry about all that, dog. I said I don't know yet.
Taysom Hill is an MVP, right?
Boy, Taysom Hill ain't no fucking MVP. He won't even be started. Nigga, the only reason he's starting right now because old boy Reels. Fuck you talking about?
But you just said he better
that boy trash. That's what it is. That boy trash. But hold on. This he could be trash. I'm not even worrying about Taysom Hill. You know what I like about the Saints? It's not even an offense. Nigga, our defense stepping up. Nigga.
Their defense is
what you mean?
Yeah.
Our defense is what keeping us in games, nigga. Our defense is what keeping us in games, nigga.
That's what
y'all be saying almost every year.
Y'all had the same.
No, the fuck we don't,
the
bro.
last couple years, and y'all been choking, bro. That's what I've been telling.
We have. First of all, we didn't choke a game where a nigga hit us before the ball even got there. Fuck you mean,
bro?
That wasn't a choke. That was a choke job.
We went over this.
Job, nigga.
Y'all got the ball back in overtime, and Drew Brees threw a pick.
Nigga, it don't matter, bro. The game was over with right there. If that call,
man, that boy need to retire. Him and John Brady need to retire, dog. They taking up space.
They need to let it go. They need to let it go.
Nigga, Lamar Jackson need to retire.
My God!
Did you guys see that game today with the Chiefs and the Buccaneers? First of all, the Chiefs should have blown them out. Because they had 3 turnovers.
They let their foot off the gas.
Yeah, they took their foot off the gas.
That nigga got defense though.
That nigga Nicole Hardman, that nigga dropped a wide open touchdown pass, nigga.
Yeah, he was.
It should have been 40.
That should have been a 91-yard touchdown.
That should have been like a 75-yard touchdown right
there.
No,
it was more than that, bro. It was like 90 yards. It was like 90 yards. He was like,
you turned around, nigga, all
grass.
All grass. That nigga had all grass in front of him. And you ain't gonna catch that
because the game started to get all mucked up, man, because they called like 2 or 3
holding penalties
and all that shit. Like the game started to get mucked up. But it was
hey man.
The Chiefs
all I know is
the Chiefs should have won 49-17. The Chiefs should have won 49-17 today.
Yeah, they should have put it. They should have hung 50 on.
I'm looking at it like that. I think it's going to be the Chiefs versus the Saints in the Super Bowl, and I don't think we have enough. I don't know if we got enough to stop them niggas' offense like that.
Y'all not like that shit. Second round.
Hey, wild card, man.
You heard what I said.
Wild card, what, nigga?
You heard
Patriots and Saints Super Bowl. I said it. I stamped it, man.
Patriots and Saints.
The Patriots.
Patriots.
I was capping. I was joking. I was
about to jump down your damn.
Shut my channel down.
I will say this, man. People sleeping on Tennessee, bro. They sleeping on them.
Nah. They gonna be a factor. Trust me, bro.
They ain't sleeping.
But you know what the crazy thing about Tennessee is? The crazy thing about Tennessee is the fact that every coach that left New England, that left under that Bill Belichick tree has sucked. But Mike Vrabel, being a player, a former player, bro, he's doing excellent as a coach, bro.
Yeah, he know the game. He know the game.
Like he's excellent.
He play different positions.
Speaking of Tennessee,
he coaching them
speaking
up,
of
man.
Tennessee, I didn't even catch you. I didn't even catch you off.
Hold up. I don't want.
Speaking
Nigga,
of
how the Rams
Tennessee,
got beat by the fucking San Francisco 49ers? Y'all beat Tampa Bay. Well, y'all niggas is trash.
Nah, 49's not that. Hey yo, 49's not that bad though.
They just got a lot of
ain't that bad.
Bro, the Rams in the same position as the fucking Falcons.
Rams always do bad against San Fran. Rams always do bad against San Fran.
Yeah, but you look but you look at their record though, they not that bad. They competitive team.
Hold up, ain't Jimmy Garoppolo still hurt?
Yeah, he's still hurt. They had Nick Mullins in there.
Yeah, he hurt.
Nick Mullins.
How you lose to Nick Mullins?
Nick Mullins beat Jared Goff, bro. Like, bro,
Jared Goff ain't that good, man.
Nick Mullins, man. He ain't that bad.
Hey, the Patriots beat the Cardinals today. I mean, hey, man.
Bro, first, let me tell you, if Lamar Jackson had Cooper Kupp and them dudes, I guarantee.
Oh gosh.
I guarantee.
He couldn't get Robert Woods. No. You know what? No.
Yes, the fuck.
He can't get them. He cannot pass in windows like Jared Goff can. He cannot do that. He is not a passer like Jared Goff, bro.
This man said Jared Goff. This man said Jared Goff.
You trying to tell me Jared Goff can't throw the ball, bro?
No, he can.
No,
I just think Lamar Jackson will do better than Jared Goff.
Hey, who is this dude?
Hold on. Salute. Hey, whoever this dude is, salute. You got to come in the check. I don't know what you're talking about.
He said, "How about why you YouTubers try to be tough guys? Bitch made posers for sure."
Ignore him.
What?
I think he probably talking about.
I don't know who the fuck.
I think he talking about what's the name. Jake Paul and them. I don't think.
No, but Jake Paul's an entertainer. He's gonna do weird stuff like that. Act like we know who he is. Him and Logan Paul are just entertaining.
You there, Lamont?
Oh, bro, I can't. Hey, bro, we gotta.
I don't even really understand his purpose. He said, "Hold up, EFT." I guess he tried to say the fuck is wrote this title. Like what the hell,
bro?
Yeah, Salute, you gotta just come in the chat. You gotta hit the link. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, hold up. Hey, y'all think the Steelers go undefeated?
Hell no.
They're gonna lose one. They're gonna lose one. They're gonna lose one or two.
It's a possibility they go. Hey, bro, for some reason, hey, hold up, y'all.
Hey, look.
Hold up. When I hear Mike Tomlin talk, bro, I be fired up. I want to play for that nigga, bro.
Bro, he like
play for that nigga.
He tried, like he did a great job of adopting that coach boom. Remember the Titans role. Like that's the type of coach that he is.
I want to play for that nigga. Bro.
He's a good coach.
Still, he don't be having. He a good coach. He just don't be having control of his locker room sometimes.
Nah, but for real, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Remember when everybody said that Antonio Brown was holding back Juju Smith-Schuster, right? When AB left,
I'm glad you said that.
How the fuck he let Chase Claypool come in and take his shine like that?
He's number two. You can't number two receiver.
That nigga overrated as fuck.
That little rookie is a dog.
Yeah, number two receiver.
They have two other dogs on his team. You got Deontay Johnson. That's a very underrated receiver, right?
James Washington.
Right, because Juju not number one receiver. That's why Juju not number one wide receiver. He's not.
Yeah, he's not.
That's okay.
He's not
just
number
cool.
one. He's not.
Hey, that's because don't nobody hate over here, bro. We ain't no haters over here, man.
Right, nobody hate, man.
Yeah,
that's a lie.
Speaking of
that's a lie.
Hold on. Go, Mike. What's going on?
Who a hater, go, Mike?
Hey, Lamont, that's a big ass. That's a big lie. I just heard. Somebody said we don't hate over here. It's a whole lot of haters in your chat, bro. The whole bunch of them in your chat, man.
Bro, what you talking about?
Dudes over here acting like anti try to act hard and stuff. Lamont. Anti-lucky, bro. Anti-lucky, man. Anti-lucky. He been saved by Lamont. Lamont saving your butt. Lamont.
Hey, hold on. Mike.
Whip his ass.
Lamont saving you, bro. Lamont saved you, bro. Lamont saving your butt, man. Lamont saving your butt, dog. Real talk, dog. Real talk.
How much do you weigh? Bro?
For me?
It don't
Yeah,
matter.
how much do
Shit,
you weigh?
right now,
How much do you weigh?
I'm 250 right now, dog.
You
I'm 250 right
Yo,
now.
you trolling.
I'm
You a
250.
God, this
I'm a
nigga
big,
old.
I'm a big guy, dude. I'm Big Mike.
Hey, Lamont, bro.
How tall
You
you
was
is?
entertaining this
trolling.
buffoonery.
Yo, that bitch
How tall you is?
trolling, dog.
Hold up,
You
y'all.
said
Hold up.
what?
How tall you is? How tall you is?
6'3". I'm 6'3".
You
Anton,
so
he's
my
trolling
size.
you,
I'm
bro.
6'3".
Boy, you
Look at
don't
the
look
video.
nothing.
Yeah,
You
think
look
about it
He
for a
you
just
look
second.
said
like you
6'3", 250.
you look like you 160, nigga.
he
You
said
look
your
in that
nigga. He
video.
read off
Nah,
your
nigga.
vitals to you and said
Yo, that
250.
man
I'm
says
250.
Z.
I'm 250, 6'4".
Hey, yo,
Lamont don't
Sims,
want
he
us no
said 250
Lamont don't.
lean. I'm crying.
Lamont saving Anti big time, bro. Real
Where you
talk.
stay at?
Hey,
Real talk.
Yo,
Anton,
that
Where you
put
stay
his
at?
that
ass in
man
Anti being
throwing.
saved by
steak
Lamont.
apple.
Hey, are you in the
Hey,
hold up, are you in the Texas area, sir?
No.
I'm in Dallas. I'm from Dallas,
Oh,
dude.
we can definitely I'm in Dallas with you, nigga. You
Real
can definitely
talk.
pull up.
Real talk. Anti acting all hard
Oh,
because
Hey,
Anti
are
acting
you in
hard.
hold on.
Hold on.
Are
Hey,
you in
hold on.
Fort Worth, Oak Cliff? Where you at?
I will mail y'all some brand new boxing gloves if you set
I
it
got my
up.
own boxing gloves.
Size
Put
don't
this
mean
shit on
nothing.
live.
Size don't mean nothing. I don't need gloves to fight. I fight barehanded.
Where's your we
I fight
can use
barehanded.
that.
Real talk,
Okay,
dog. Real
Kimbo
talk.
Slice.
Hold on. Hey,
Gloves are
go
for
Mike,
wussies.
go
Gloves are
Mike.
for
nah, put the
wussies.
gloves on. Put
Go
the gloves
Mike. Go
Gloves
on.
for
Mike. We gotta
wussies.
do it clean.
Gloves
Go
for
Mike. We gotta do it
You
clean
gotta
with
be
the
clean,
glove.
clean and professional. Clean
gloves
and
are for
professional.
wussies.
Boxing ring.
Lamont, gloves are for wussies. Real talk.
Man, get this nigga some
Yo,
sock and boppers, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Real
Like,
talk.
let's cut the buffoonery.
Real talk. Gloves for
This
wussies.
nigga
Real
don't want no
talk.
smoke with me, bro.
for
He
Yeah,
gonna
I
grab
do.
the shit.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I
that
do.
man
He
said
gonna
what?
grab the shit out of
Where
you
you
every
staying in
time.
Dallas? Where you staying
Hey,
in
size
Dallas?
don't
He
mean
gonna
nothing.
grab.
I'm in Dallas right
Where
now.
you stay at?
I'm by the restaurant ball. I'm by that ball in Dallas. The restaurant ball.
Bro,
They got a big ball right on top.
you
Over in
talking about
Dallas.
reunion tower, nigga?
Hell yeah, nigga. I'm right by there.
You by downtown.
Oh
Yes,
God,
sir.
By
Yes,
Right
sir.
downtown.
by each other.
Oh,
We
Yes,
right by
sir.
each other then. Where you at?
oh
nigga, y'all
man,
5 minutes away. That's what you telling me?
Right
man, that's your
he
next.
right
That's
down the
man.
street
They
from me.
I ain't from
man, they got
anti.
next door.
I
Man,
ain't
they got
from
next door.
anti.
Yeah, they next door neighbors, man. They ain't even know the whole time, man.
Hey,
Come on, son.
hey, man. I'm gonna win by a mile for real, dog. I'm gonna win by a mile because guess what? Size don't mean nothing to me.
Go
Size
Mike.
don't
Do you
mean
need some
nothing.
gloves? Go Mike. You
I'm
need some
gonna
gloves?
hit you in your ribs one more time, nigga. You gonna leave me alone.
Lamont. I told you gloves are for wussies.
Go
Man, you
I
Mike.
gotta
told you
put the
that.
Go
gloves
Mike.
on.
We gotta do it clean with a real fight. We gotta set up the real
No,
fight.
man. I ain't doing no, man.
Hold
I
on.
ain't
What
going
was that,
clean.
Go Mike?
I'm
Look
a
at this.
bro. Tough guys don't wear gloves. Tough guys don't wear gloves. If you tough, you don't wear gloves.
Hey, Goat Mike.
Go, Mike. I would be
If
laughing
you
too much
tough,
to even
if
take
you
you
tough,
seriously,
if
bro.
you tough,
What
you
I
is
would
don't
be
wear
laughing
gloves.
the whole time,
Point
bro.
blank period.
Look at this.
I
Look at
can't even
this.
take you serious, bro. I'll be laughing the
I
whole
bet you,
time.
Oh, you
bro,
gonna troll?
I put that on my hood. Hey, you won't be laughing. You will not be laughing. I promise you that.
On his hood,
Real
Yes,
nigga.
sir,
talk.
nigga. What hood you from? Where you from? Oak Cliff? Where you from? West East Dallas? Where you
I'm from
from? West
Dallas.
Dallas? Where you at?
I'm
What
from
part?
Dallas.
What part?
We're
Downtown
in
Dallas.
Dallas.
Downtown
We're in
Dallas.
Dallas. Come on, man. What's
Downtown
I'm
Dallas.
from
I ain't in a
downtown
part.
Dallas.
Come on, man.
Oh man. Hey,
Ain't
go
in
Mike.
You said
Dallas,
what
bro.
part? East side.
Go
East
Mike.
side. East side.
Go Mike. We gonna when the stream
I'm from the
ends.
east.
Go
What's
Mike. When
up?
the stream end, we gonna set it up with the gloves.
oh snap?
But hey, we
Man,
gotta
gloves
finish
for
it up.
wussies, man.
But hold on, go
Gloves
Mike.
for
We
wussies.
go Mike. We got about 5 more minutes. We got to finish it off on football. Tomorrow's we're gonna get back on basketball. But
Hold up, Lamont. Hold up, Lamont.
what up,
Gloves for
B?
wussies, Lamont. Gloves for
Okay,
wussies, man.
hold on, go
Hey,
Mike. Hold on,
brothers,
go Mike.
nigga, Goat
Man.
Mike live in New
Stay right
Zealand.
there, go Mike. Stay right there. What you
Hey,
got,
Goat
Bees?
Mike. Oh, hey, I got a question for Goat Mike.
Yeah, what's good?
What the hell are you doing on that video?
Not shit. Not shit.
Hey,
Not shit.
man. If it was not for bro, you was lucky that I respect Lamont because guess what? I would curse you out. I would go at your head. I would chop your head off. But Lamont ain't gonna let me, bro. Lamont gonna stop me, bro. Lamont gonna stop me, bro. So guess what? I'll talk to you off camera.
Go, Mike. You ain't gotta do none of that, baby. Just give me your address.
I'll talk to you off camera. Drop your location.
I'll put my number.
Drop your location. I'll pull up.
I'll put my number in the private chat. You heard me? Hit me up.
Because guess what? I don't do no running. I ain't Nate Robinson.
You can bring your girl. Hey, you can bring your girl with you too, dog. How about that? You can bring your girl with you too.
Hey, go Mike.
Hey, you trying to knock him out in front of his girl?
What's up?
Go Mike.
No, he not.
Hey, go Mike. The only way you got to do it with gloves. We got to keep it clean.
Hey, guess what, Anton? I played football 4 years straight, nigga.
Boy,
I played football, dog. Yeah, I did. Bro, when I was in high school, bro, I was 275.
What school you went to in Dallas?
I went to Dunbar, over in Fort Worth. Dunbar's in Fort Worth. That's what I went to.
Oh, you went to Fort Worth. Now you live in downtown Dallas.
I'm from the.
You
Look,
lying.
listen what I'm saying.
Dog.
Listen, bro. Let me finish.
That nigga lying,
Let me
dog.
finish.
That nigga don't live in no damn Dallas.
Lamont, bro. Lamont.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
He never let me finish. I'm from.
No. Lamont, he say he live in Dallas. He live in downtown Dallas. That nigga can't afford to live in downtown Dallas.
Go ahead, go Mike. Go ahead.
That nigga can't afford to live in downtown.
That's your neighbor, man. Anton, that's your neighbor, man.
Fuck out of here. I live in a condo. That nigga don't live in no condo, nigga.
Man, look at his crib.
Hey, True, you said that's his neighbor?
That's his neighbor, man.
What is that?
Fuck out of here.
Hey, Lamont even riding his bars, man. Look at this man. Hey, do the one where he's at the no look punch. That shit was fucking hilarious.
The no look.
That nigga not even punching, bro. That nigga throwing elbows.
Here we go.
That man.
Hey, go Mike gonna hit Anti with one of these right here. Hold on, what?
Boy, I would eat that shit.
Bro, boy probably live in Montana or some shit, bro. Like, what we doing?
What?
Nigga don't live in no diamond, dog.
What we doing? Like, is we really doing this, Lamar?
That nigga not even throwing jabs. That nigga throwing elbows. Fuck out my face.
Nigga live in New Hampshire.
I wouldn't even waste my time with that
shit. He live in Dallas, man. No, he don't. No, he doesn't.
Anti.
I'm not watching that shit.
Anti, if he hit you with one of these,
you automatically lost. You automatically lost a fight, Anti. I don't care what it does. You automatically lost.
Hit me with one of what?
Hey, yo, Anti. If he hit you one of those, you automatically lost. I don't care if you even give him a knockout or nothing.
Look.
That's gonna be way worse.
Hey, y'all, hold on. Hey, y'all.
That's gonna be way worse than.
Hold on.
That's gonna be way worse than Hitman losing the elbow.
Hold on. Y'all know, I know who you fight like. You ever seen All About the Benjamins with Mike Epps? Talk about how he fight? That's how people fight, bro.
He said, "I got chased by a Mexican and a big white bitch."
Look where Anthony Lewis.
Yo, you can't knock off 40-year-old.
Nigga, my little sister would put that boy in a blender, dog.
Bruh.
Hey, ask him if he could beat up Clarissa Shields. If he think he could beat up.
Man, she will watch.
He right here. He's still here. Go Mike.
Go Mike. Can you beat Clarissa Shields?
Nah, you ain't fucking with Clarissa Shields. She'll wash your ass up and fold you up like clean.
And she said she could beat up Keith Thurman and Sean Porter.
I wouldn't go that far. But she'll beat Go Mike though.
Smoke crack cocaine with that one.
She'll beat Go Mike, and that's the scientific fact.
Nigga, she'll beat Go Mike with her eyes closed.
Go Mike a legend. He be making some epic videos, man. Y'all
Yo, that man.
Hey, Go Mike.
He left.
Was that a training video he put on or something?
No, hey, when you watch the video, the title of the video is GOAT demonstrates what Nate Robinson should have done against Jake Paul.
Man,
wow.
You better not let Jake Paul fans see that.
That nigga would have got knocked out worse fighting like that.
Nigga. He should not be training nobody for fighting.
Hold on, Go Mike came back. Look, he heard y'all talking crazy. He came back.
Put that man to bed, man.
That nigga go get a lot of.
Why you keep letting that nigga in here, Lamar?
For real, Lamar, he egging this shit off.
Go Mike funny as yo.
Hey y'all, make sure y'all go subscribe to Go Mike.
Go Mike. What's your fighting style, Go Mike? Hey yo, Go Mike. What's your fighting style? Like, who do you compare yourself to?
That bullshit.
Hey yo, Go Mike. What fighter you compare yourself to?
That nigga gonna say Clubber Lang and goddamn Rocky.
Damn, bro.
That nigga looks like Glass Joe off Tyson's Punch Out.
He said off Punch Out. Go, Mike. You back?
Yeah.
Hey, Anti, after you whoop his ass, make him a steak, bro.
Nah, that nigga ain't steak worthy, nigga. Hell no.
Shit, get him some spam.
That man about to get blown.
Make that nigga some couscous, nigga. That's about it. That nigga get couscous with no flavor, nigga.
Anti about to turn go Mike to a steak after he whoop his ass.
Hey, yo, Anti.
Go. I'm gonna put it in the chat in the chat.
I won't take that dude seriously.
If he hit you with that no look punch, I don't care if you knock him out. You automatically lost the fight, man.
Hey, hold on. We gotta end the stream. We gotta end the stream on a no look punch again, man. That was funny.
Hey, hold on.
Funny, bro.
That boy thought he was.
I got beef.
That boy thought he was Roy.
Why? What I do?
Roy Jones.
Hey, in the screen, we gonna talk, nigga.
All right, hold on.
That boy thought he was Roy Jones, didn't he?
He should have hit him with that shit right there.
Right, hold on, we about to end the stream. Hey, salute to everybody watching.
Salute.
From the Facebook, from the website, live chat, man. Appreciate everybody jumping in. We're gonna be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But like I said, tomorrow's gonna be back on the NBA talk. We got a lot of moves to talk about, but until then, we'll catch y'all later, man. Appreciate
Breaking
you in the live chat.
Nate Robinson signed to the Knicks.
Hey, don't let y'all homeboy Mr. Rat